ourselves to first of all understand the power of Bitcoin and what Bitcoin really is. So I started a journey a couple of weeks ago of doing something different with our team. My number one goal is to educate you on how you've been being robbed, okay, financially. And most people that are here right now already have realized. You seen that video. You seen that video where that bank, where the bank was making 3,333 on every 100 that you spent. So whenever I'm bringing people into this ecosystem, this space that we're operating in, you first got to give them a reason to come here. Like most of the people you saw in my chat room now that are making their profits, they're hungry to take their money out the bank now and put into Bitcoin because they've seen the video, they've seen that the banking system have been robbing them, and they've seen the magic money machine at work. And the magic money machine is the banking system. Y'all with me so far?
Okay.
So once you know and you've seen the video and it's showing you that for every 100 since the day you made your first deposit in the bank, that $100 was making the bank 3,333. And then they were telling you that you got a bad credit score, you can't get loans, and they're lending your money to Bob. Bob is the guy with the 850 credit score who can go to the bank and get a $10 million line of credit. But the only reason Bob can get that $10 million line of credit is because you making your bank deposit, but you can't even get a loan on your own money. Do you understand that?
If I do, yeah.
Okay. So now, in order to understand this right here, this is how I explain this. Imagine going to work for a contractor. I want everybody to get this today. So when you bring people into this space, you can't just casually say, come join this Bitcoin program to make money. They don't understand what that means. They think it's just another business opportunity. This is not just another business opportunity, guys. So my transition for you out of the old to the new is called the digital divide. The digital divide is where those institutional investors now, they have caught on. And now they're going to try to own Bitcoin. And because they're trying to own Bitcoin, you can take the ride with them and they can make you a millionaire by default. But you got to first understand why you need to operate in this space. So let's go there for a second. So imagine working for your employer as a contractor. I want everybody to get this, wrap your mind around this. Because when you see that video where the bank make that 3,333 of your money, I'll do it in a few minutes. This is where I want you to think about it from this day moving forward. Imagine working for an employer as a contractor. And when he pay you, he'll agree to pay you $100 per day. Y'all with me? $100 per day. Y'all with me? Tell me if you with me.
I'm with you. Go ahead with it.
I know. But the billable hours that he's billing the client is 3,333 for every 100 that he pay you. Now, how would you feel if you went to work on the job? You the one with the skill sets, right? You the one providing the service, and the contractor that you're working for is billing his client 3,333, and all he was breaking you off was 100. How would that make you feel? Somebody talk to me.
I'm mad.
Somebody else got to be mad. If you ain't here, you better be mad, or you're gonna have to leave this room. Who else is mad? And tell me why you mad.
People perish for the lack of knowledge.
Yeah. What about you, Claudia? What did you learn, Claudia? Unmute yourself.
I've learned a lot on mute because I'm on 2 Zoom at the same time. But
you are.
Yes.
Wow. Awesome.
But
awesome.
Yeah. Well, when I heard you a few weeks ago on another platform and what you said, that woke me up, and from there I needed to learn more and how to do it. So that's why I'm here with you now to gain that knowledge also.
All right. So guys, so now I just met with a lady. Ruth, you can also unmute yourself. Ruth, you can unmute yourself. Well, I know when I talk to you. Now, Ruth, the analogy I just gave where you was working for an independent contractor and they only paying you $100, but they billing the client 3,333, and they're only breaking you off for 100. If that was happening on your current job and you found out about it, how would that make you feel?
Make me feel used.
That's right. So everybody on this platform should feel sick right now because that's what the banks have been doing to you. Okay, that's what they've been doing. So now, when you invite people to this space, you're not inviting them here as another business opportunity. So that's why I'm doing this training. You are transitioning them from the old into the new. You're educating. We're not selling anything. We're not selling anything with my team at all. Zero. We are educating our community about getting on the right side of the digital divide. When you got multi-billionaires who are telling you, I put a meeting in the chat room the other day with Michael Saylor. How many of y'all actually looked at that video with Michael Saylor being interviewed? How many of you guys actually looked at that video?
I did.
I did.
Okay. What did you learn? What did you learn, Paulette, from that video?
I learned a lot. Like I didn't, it made me look at my finances. Cause like I said, I've been working since I was 17 years old. And I'm like, the money I could have put in Bitcoin. It's like, oh my God. And the way he broke it down, for his company, the way he broke it down, he's like, if I put all my company's assets in this, I know it's a short thing.
Come on, girl. Come on. You watched the video. Come on, girl. You watched that video. Tell them what this billionaire said. Tell them what about that billionaire. That billionaire. How much money did he take and put in Bitcoin for his company? Tell me. Come on, don't leave me now. Unmute yourself. You muted. Where'd you go? I'm rounding off your image.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. So
okay.
How much? Tell the panel, the team here. Listen, guys, I'm trying to show you something. So when you invite people to Bitlocity, it's not about you just inviting them to a platform like another multi-level marketing business. What we're doing here, we're educating people on, first of all, why they need to make the transition from old money to new money. Now, Paulette, tell them how much money he said he taking out of the dollar and he put into Bitcoin and why he's taking this money out of the dollar, putting in Bitcoin.
It was what, 860 million? Because it was.
He currently holding 800. He had 150 million in there before he moved to 650 million. His current holdings now is $800 million in Bitcoin. Keep going, baby.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. And so he said he moved it because he was saying that, the dollar's not worth anything.
Yep.
And he'll be broke.
Say it again. Say it again, girl. You watched the video. Say it again. Woo! I love you.
He said he'll be broke within the next 5 years because the dollar's not worth anything.
Yep. The dollar, they have printed so much money this year. And see, guys, I showed you the video. I showed you that when you take $100, that they only keep 3 physical, of all the money circulating in America, out of 100% of money, only 3% of it is physical paper money. 97% is lines of credit. That's why when you have a run on the bank, where something happened, like in India, where Alex is, when people go to the bank to get the cash out, it's only 3% paper. Y'all ain't feeling me. Do y'all understand what that means? By the time you hear about it, the politicians have already moved their cash. They got the paper money they can get their hand. By the time you get to the ATM machine and the bank doors to get your cash, the money gone. So if rich people are dealing or are operating off a bond, the video said that they take $100 of your money, they keep 3 paper dollars, and they loan out 97 to Bob, which is a line of credit for Bob, for him to flip your money. By the time we get to the bank to get our cash out, guess what? There's no cash there for us. So now, printing that money over the last 12 months, the United States has printed, in this year alone, 1/3 of all paper money that has ever printed was printed this year, which caused inflation. which means for the next 5 years, as Paulette said, she watched the video. And I put in there for a reason. Everything I put in that chat room is for a reason. So he said that each year for the next 5 years, that his 650 million, which is now 800 million in Bitcoin, will diminish by 15% a year every year for the next 5 years. And one of the things you got to guys understand is that 75%. That means 850 million will go down to only 25% of purchasing power over the next 5 years. Okay. So in order for him to hedge his money and to make money on his money, he said it very simply. He said, if you were currently putting your money into an asset outside of Bitcoin, in order for you to make money, like a mutual fund, I want y'all to hear this. If you was gonna put your money now in a mutual fund and all you was gonna get paid is 15 to 4%, which is average, right? In order for you to make money, the 15 and 14% now is null and void. Why is it null and void? Based on what you just heard me say. Come on, Greg, unmute yourself. Why is it 15% null and void? Your conventional earnings and interest that you get off a mutual fund, why is it 15 and 14% on a mutual fund null and void this year?
Is it because of inflation?
Yeah, because I just told y'all that anything you got, if you got your money in fiat currency, you're gonna lose 15%. Got that? So if you put in a mutual fund, your conventional interest wasn't a mutual fund, and all you made was 15%, you're not gonna make a dime. You gotta at least be hedged. You gotta at least be making 30% to get that real 15% now. So that's why he took his money out, because in his treasury notes that he was holding on to, he was only making 5% he was only making 5% annually on his 800 million in treasury notes. So in order to make money this year on his 600 and in his 800 million, he brought it to Bitcoin, because he said it very simply. If I put my money in Bitcoin has doubled 100% every year since 2008. And that's going to happen this year. So if he put 600 million in or 800 million in today, at the end of this year, he's going to have 800 million on 800 million. And he said, if he put his money there and he don't even trade it like we traded it, just by simply sending in Bitcoin with no trades, that's called when you're doing I'll come up with the term in a minute. But whenever you are trading like we're doing and we moving our profits, he's not going to do that. Only thing he's going to do is that he's going to deposit the money, and by putting it there in a like a RA, okay, by putting that money there, it's going to be a free 100% interest by not touching it at all by the end of the year, because Bitcoin itself is going to what? It's going to double. His money he's gonna make 100% on his holdings by the end of 12 months, just by putting it. It's called swing trading. He don't do no swing trading. Okay, so when he put his money there, he just gonna move it and leave it. At the end of the year, he'll make that 650 million on that 650 million, or that 800 million on 800 million. So that's why we're here. So what I'm trying to show you guys is, with our team with Bitlocity, what we do first, we build a foundation. We're bringing people from the old system, where the bank was, you was working. Greg is on a truck. He's out on the road every day. Ben is a truck driver. They're out there in their trucks, driving around from month to month, chasing this money. And then the bank taking the money. They're making 3,333 on our money. And then at the end of the month, when you need a loan or whatever, because you got an emergency, you can't even go there and get no money. So now what our goal is to do is to raise a red flag and to educate our people that they need to make the transition on the right side of the digital divide. That's why we are here. So what we're doing now, our strategy, if you're going to join Bitlocity, you need to go ahead and move your money when. Help me. When
now,
you need now. You move your money now, and you start letting Bitcoin today. You saw today alone. I just looked at my wallet again. I made $1,200 since last night. Y'all got that?
And how did you do that?
I just did what that man gonna do. I
You
did
moved your profit.
I did exactly what he said. He moved his 850 million. I moved 11,000 over. And because by moving 11,000 over while I was sleeping last night, 11,000 now, and I'm gonna screen share and show you. Okay. I'm gonna come in on my phone. I want you to really get this. So now, when we move our money now, by the time Bitlocity open this door, it's gonna be a minute because they're perfecting the software. Okay. And they don't want to make no mistakes when they launch it. So I'm glad that they're not moving fast. By the time they launch this program, everybody, look, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all something on my phone. I'm gonna show y'all something. When I tell you I'm connected to millionaires around the world, I'm not lying to you. All right, I'm gonna show you one. Hold on. And now they coming. They come because we got the knowledge that even they need. Let me log into Zoom, and I'm gonna show you the returns. So my goal with our team is to educate people to move that dumb money out of dumb money and put it in smart money now. And then once we start making the daily profits off of the smart money and hedging our money, then we can sign up for Bitlocity. And really, Ruth, Bitcoin can literally pay for your entry into Bitlocity. Okay, so the money that you was going to start with when the program launched, when you got to leverage your regular money, now that the money you're making, you start with the base that you was. So if you were going to put $1,000 in between now and the time that Bitlocity launch, the extra money is your upgrade money to go to higher levels. Y'all with me so far?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
we're with you.
Okay, so now while I'm pulling up this right here with Ashley, hold on a minute. I want y'all to see that. I want y'all to witness this right here. This is one of my mentors. This is one of the guys who I consulted as a millionaire that I was consulting with about digital currency 4 years ago. He just reached out to me. Hold on. All right, so let me go ahead and screen share. Screen share. All right, screen share. All right, now can y'all see my phone? You see my
Yes.
phone? You see the
I see your screen, but not your phone.
yeah, you see my phone screen.
Yes.
All right, now. All right, so now I muted you out, Claudia, because I can hear your background noise. All right, so in the top corner up there, that guy name is Ash Sahib. Okay. Let's see what he's telling me. Wishing me a happy new year. Okay. He says, another year he's a multi-millionaire. And he says, with every year that passed come new challenges. I wish you courage, hope, determination, and faith to overcome all the hurdles that lie ahead. And may success chase you and you move forward ambitiously towards the goals in 2021. Happy New Year. So I've been trying to get in contact with him to collaborate with him. But now, having those relationships, guys, in 2021, you need people like that in your circle. Okay, you had to cut off some relationships. I put a video in the chat room the other day with Steve Harvey, and he told you sometimes you just gotta what? You just gotta jump. So now I jumped, and because of jump, let's go over here to the app. That's what we're here for today. The goal is to show you how to move how to position yourself to start making this money. Let me go over to this app. So most of you guys, I'm going to assume that everybody up here already have a way to purchase Bitcoin. Is that right or wrong? They're going to free it right there.
Right.
Fred, welcome to the Zoom. Fred, welcome to the Zoom. The question was, the first thing you need to be able to do when you helping a person in our ecosystem, the first thing you need to do is to equip them with a way to buy Bitcoin. That's number one. Everybody got that? Y'all need to
Yes.
talk. Everybody need to have a way to buy Bitcoin. That's number one. Number two, everybody need to have atomic wallet on your phone. Now, how many up here, how many of y'all got atomic wallet? How many don't have atomic wallet?
Claudia got it.
Okay.
Granger has it.
Okay.
Who's
All
to
right.
have it?
All right. All right. Now, who in here that don't have atomic wallet? Because now's the time to identify what atomic wallet is. Now, atomic wallet is what you see. It's the wallet with the A in the middle. Okay. So if you don't have it, that's your money exchanger. And say, what's a money exchange? Imagine yourself going from the United States to India. And when you get to India, where Alex is, they don't get paid in US dollars. They get, their money is rupees. So when you go to India, you're gonna need to exchange your dollars for rupees. And while you're in India, you'll spend rupees. And when you're on your way back to the United States of America, you're gonna change your rupees back into what? Into American dollars. Well, that's what atomic wallet is. It's a money exchanger, but it's a crypto exchanger that allows you to turn Bitcoin in US dollars, which is USDT. You turn USDT into Tron. You turn Tron into VeChain. You turn VeChain into Zilliqa. You can do all that inside of that wallet. It's a money exchange. So I need everybody to say, Atomic Wallet is my money exchanger.
Atomic wallet is my money
Money
exchanger.
exchange.
Now, guys, when I do training, the reason I do my training this way is because I learned over the years, when you speak things, it stick with you. Okay, so when you say it, if you say you're gonna make $1 million this year and you move toward it, it's gonna happen, right? It's really gonna happen. So when you speak it, it resonates in your mind. So that's why I do my training this way. So I'm going back over and screen share. All right, now, let me get back over there. Share the screen. Now, so if you got the first thing, you got a way to buy Bitcoin. Is there anybody in this room that don't have a way to buy Bitcoin? Don't feel bad if you don't have a way to buy Bitcoin. But if you're in this room, the first thing you need, if you're bringing people into our Bitlocity community, the first thing you need to do is, that's your responsibility, because everybody have a crowd. And you're becoming an educator to your crowd. That's everybody you know. And don't treat this like it used to be with multi-level marketing. This is not about multi-level marketing. This is about you educating people how to take back control of their what? Their finances. Okay? So every person that you normally would count out because you were doing MLM, you can't do that with this ride. Okay? This is a total different trip right here, because now it's not that you're trying to get them in a multi-level marketing program. You teach them how to move over to the right side of the digital divide. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead over to, I'm gonna do a transaction. And Fred, are you on the line, Fred? Fred, you
Yeah, I'm
here?
here. Yeah.
Fred, I'm gonna do this transaction for them, and I want you to tell a little quick story, because what I'm trying to tell them, Fred, is that what we're doing here, we're not, listen, guys, Bitlocity is gonna be something that's gonna make us a lot of money. But the number one goal here is to change your mindset and how you look at your money and how you leverage your money, right? So that's the first thing we do. I just got the phone call with Fred and his son, and I'll let Fred tell you that story in a minute, because it took even Fred and me, it took us a minute to even make our transition over to the crypto space. And everybody got their own story when it comes to Bitcoin. So now, even after talking to Fred's son a few minutes, and he's gonna tell you the story, his son said he called everybody that he knew and told them about Bitcoin. He actually called them. What I need you to do now is to make your list. I told you so list. Y'all with me? Come on, help me, support me, give me some feedback that you hear me. Somebody say something.
That's real talk right there.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Got you.
All right, so now
I
what
hear
you do, you need to start making a list. You go through your phone contacts and you're gonna call everybody on your freaking phone. And when you calling them, you're not just calling them for Bitlocity, you calling them to position themselves to get them out of the sinking ship that they're in. You throwing them a lifeline. You're throwing them a lifeline. You're gonna get them out of a situation where you were working for your employer. Fred, I did this before you came on. In the scenario I used with this, Fred, I said, imagine going to work as a contractor and you're the one who got the skill set. So they hired you because they're connected to people with money, but you got the skill set in order for them to get the job. So in order for them to get the money, the millions of dollars that they need to apply for as a contractor on the job, they don't have the skill set available. Y'all follow me on this story. They don't even have the skill set that's needed to get the grant in-house because they don't have the talent inside. So then they hire Fred. So Fred has what they need so that they can apply for the contract and get the contract. But when they hook up with Fred, they tell Fred they only gonna pay Fred $100 a day. But the billable hours, Fred, to the client is 3,333. You with me, Fred?
Yeah.
And you know when they called you, they told you they need you, Fred. We need you to help work on this project. We need you. That's what they did with, that's what they do with direct deposit. They tell you you need direct deposit, but they robbing you blind.
Yeah.
Okay. So when that contractor tell Fred, say, I need you. Well, they need him enough to use him because they only pay him $100, but they collecting 3,300. So Fred, I asked the question, if you was on the job as a contractor and you had the knowledge, that's your life. You're in this scenario, it's you working and trading your life for $1. And every time you go to a job, they pay you $10 an hour, they're giving you $100. And then the bank takes your money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And make 3,333, just like that employer that Fred contracted with, and he making his hourly billing, his daily billing is 3,300, but they're only breaking Fred off how much? $100. So Fred, my question was, if you knew that the person you contracted with was billing his client 3,300, was only paying you 100, and you the one with the skill set, how would that make you feel, Fred?
It would make me feel used and ripped off, ticked off. You know, like, dude, you are getting rich because of my knowledge, my wisdom, my understanding, and my skill. And I'm not going to stand by and let that happen anymore.
That's you guys. So you're being raped financially, and I'm not scared to say it. Okay, I'm not scared to say it. So Sandra Thompson, who's in our group, she's a white lady. She lives in Fayetteville, North Carolina. She's a good friend of mine. And a year ago, when I was in Carrot Bars, I was teaching the same principle. I was teaching people how to take Bitcoin to buy gold. Nobody wanted to hear it, but one white lady who don't even look like me. She was teachable. She was coachable. You know what she did? She followed everything I told her to do. So she took money out of her paycheck and she put it in Bitcoin. And 9 months ago, when we last talked or so, like this, she had stored $6,000 in Bitcoin. So she called me the other day. She said, Earl, I said, what? She said, man, I need to talk to you. I said, well, let's talk. But she wanted to talk to me about Caribou. I said, that ain't what I want to talk to you about. She said, what did you want to talk? I said, you need to go to your Bitcoin wallet. She said, what? I said, yeah, you need to log in right now. She said, what you talking about? I said, log in. Guys, when she logged in, you know what she saw? $16,000. Her 6 grand had grew to 16,000. And the day when she looked, because I took some time with her, because now she's using our concepts of putting money in Bitcoin, and she's gonna move the profit from last 24 hours of the day. Her 16,000 done produced 18,000. So she done made over last night. She made $2,000 on that 16,000. Okay, so that's where we are. So when you bring people into Bitlocity, as you are recruiting people for that journey, that's just a trip we're gonna make. but we're setting ourselves up to become proponents of the Bitcoin ecosystem, like Michael Saylor, who moved that 800 million to be able to secure his finances. So your journey with us to build this community is not about you just getting people to sign up for Bitlocity. Your number one goal is to get them to make the transition to the right side of the digital divide, where they put their money to work for them instead of their money working for the bank. So if we got that covered, with that being said, now we're gonna move over and I'm gonna show you, going back over to my phone, okay? And the purpose of doing this is to have us to go ahead and take the money that we would have started with, and we're gonna go ahead and put that money into Bitcoin now. And then we're gonna start taking these profits like you guys were doing today. Y'all see the guy in Africa? You see the guy in Africa named Ariston? Y'all see how much money Ariston made in that group? Ariston is in Nigeria. And Ariston had Bitcoin, but he didn't know how to move the profits. So since he's been in our group over the last couple of days, only a couple of days, Ariston has moved $3,000 off of his Bitcoin in the last 72 hours. But he just had a Bitcoin balance, Fred. And his Bitcoin was doing what? Going up and coming down, going up and coming down. And he did not know how. Guys, he made enough in a couple of days. He made $1,800 in a matter of days. $1,800 times, let me go to the calculator. I'm gonna show y'all something. All right, now I'm going to the calculator. So he made $1,800 in Bitcoin profits. Now, in Africa, the exchange rate is 470 Naira to every $1. So when you got to multiply 1,800 times what, Lula? 470. Y'all see it on the screen? Okay. So his fruit is 846,000 Naira. And as I showed you, with 600,000 Naira, that joker could buy a car. He don't own a car right now. But just in a couple of days, he can, with 600,000 Naira, he can buy a Toyota Camry and still have 246,000 Naira left over. But now that has went from 1,800 to 3,000. So now when you multiply 3,000 times 470, that equals 1,410,000 Naira. Y'all look at my screen. Okay, now, if you see what's on my screen, pay attention to what I'm going to show you next. Okay, this is just a matter of days. Now I'm going to Google. That's 1,410,000 Naira. See, let's do regular house for sale in Nigeria. Okay, now I just wanted to show you something. Now, in just a couple of days, that young man have made, we're going on down. They're going down. I want to find cheap. I want to find the cheapest one I can find. 85, 53 million Naira. Okay, well, this is the cheapest house so far. 53 million Naira. In a matter of days, he's at 1,410,000 Naira off of Bitcoin profit. In another month or so, he'll have enough Naira to buy a whole house. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? For 53 million Naira, he can buy a whole house. In 1 week, he got 1,410,000 Naira. That's off of Bitcoin profit. Now, there are houses out there right now. Let's see. Hold on. Next, hold on. This is the kind of change that we're making. Look at that. That's 42,000 Naira. It's cheaper houses over there. These are the high-end ones. These are the high-end houses that's just being built and stuff. 170, 180. He's going for 68 million Naira. They're going right there, 50. Okay, now look at there. There's a whole 2-bedroom block of flats for sale. A whole, look, 2-bedroom block of flats for sale for 15 million Naira. Okay. So we're helping people to better their lifestyle. That's why I'm showing you that. Now I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna show you how to move this profit. So you're not just getting them in just because. You're getting them in so they can better their lifestyle and make the transition. Now look at my account right here. So now, based on what I've been teaching you guys, what is my seed money? And I need y'all, if you've been in the group long enough, you know what my seed is already. Who knows what my seed is?
10,000.
I
It's
forgot.
11,000.
11,000.
11,000.
11,000. So when I went to bed last night, I went to sleep with how much in my account? My seed account, 11 grand. Right? So now I'll go down to the little, this is in crypto.com. Now I use crypto.com and I use Atomic Wallet. So if you want, now I buy my Bitcoin in crypto.com and I also move my profits in crypto.com as well. And then I'll move some over to Atomic Wallet in other places. But you also can move your profits where? In crypto.com. Okay. Now let's look at how you move your profits in crypto.com. Now, right here, when I click on the little icon, look at the little icon at the very bottom of the screen. When you click on that little icon, it's going to bring up your crypto wallet. Okay, see at the very top, it say crypto wallet. Okay, you click on crypto wallet. And now you can really see what I got. Okay, so now Bitcoin, that's where I keep the 11 grand. So since last night until right now before your eyes, how much money has Bitcoin made me? Come on, y'all. Don't be scared.
Oh, 1,393.51.
That's
You had
14,
11.
babe. That's right. That's $1,400 good dollars, babe.
You did any work to get that, or you was asleep?
Girl, I did. I worked it over to Bitcoin. Look. So let me zoom in on that. Let me zoom in on that. Okay, so you can really see. So that 11,000 now is 12,393. So now what we got to do based on what I've been teaching y'all?
Subtract
Move
the
it. Move the
1393.
fruit.
Move the fruit.
Move the fruit.
Yep, you move the fruit. Now I'm gonna go back in there. Let me go back. I'm gonna go back in there out. I'm gonna move the fruit. You move the fruit. All right, so now we're gonna move the fruit. Now, this is the way you move the fruit in crypto.com. You move it by clicking on okay, this is what you do. Okay, you got to go to Bitcoin. Watch me click on Bitcoin. Bam. So Bitcoin is up there. I got to make sure I'm dealing with the right currency. The next step is in this one. Look at that. So now it done went up since we was here. Y'all see that?
I see it.
It went from 12,393 to 1410. So now the way you move it, you click on sell. I'm gonna click on the sell button, and then it says it bring up a list. It want to know where do I want to move the profit to. Now I'm gonna choose this time for you guys. I'm gonna choose USDC. Okay, that's the stable coin. Y'all see how I did that? Look down there, USDC. See it? So I'm moving the Bitcoin into USDC to stabilize the profits. I want to make sure everybody see that. You understand what we're doing?
So far, so good.
Okay. Now, is there anybody
Yes.
who don't understand what you're seeing? Because now's the time to ask the question for. I don't like to get too ahead of people, okay? All right. Anybody here to go ahead, answer your question. Ask your question.
Go back to where you before you sold,
Okay. All right. So now what I did, okay, let me go back to the home screen again.
All right, go
Right.
ahead.
I'm taking it all the way back to the home screen. So in crypto.com, right, when you first pull it up, this is where you're going to enter into the crypto.com app. When you come in the app, you need to get to your crypto wallet. How do you get to your crypto wallet? Oh, it done went up some more. How do you get to your you get to your crypto wallet? The way you get to your crypto wallet, you click on the little icon at the bottom. See that little shield down the bottom? The blue and white.
Dragon face.
Yeah, like a little lion face or whatever. You click on that, and it brings up crypto wallet. Then you got to click on crypto wallet. Now, when you look at that, it's growing, y'all. God is blessing me. Look at that. Y'all don't see that?
Yeah, while you talking, it's going up.
You gotta believe that. Now watch this right here. So also, if you now once you get into the wallet, you want to click on the crypto that you want to deal with. So I'm dealing with Bitcoin. So I'm gonna click on Bitcoin. All right. Now the gentleman that asked me the question, did that help you, sir?
Yes, it did. Thank you.
All right, Willie. Now, Willie. So now, Willie, once we get in here, I'm inside the wallet where the Bitcoin is. So now I got to take the profit off the top. So the way you take the profit off the top, so it's $1,387. So the way you take the profit off, you hit the sell button. Now, when I hit the sell button, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to USDC to take the profits off. Now, I'm gonna click on USDC, right? And when I click on USDC, up there where you see 0.5 BTC, that ain't what I want, right? That's not what I want. I want to move. All right, I want to move 1,300. So I'm gonna back that up, right? And I'm gonna figure out what $1,380 is. All right, I'm gonna put in 0.1. That's 3,000. So that's too much. All right, 0.01. All right, that's 328. 505. That's too much. 04. All right, so that's 1312. Y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
1312. It just went. They went down to 1310. Now, if I wanted to go, because I had about 1380. So if I want to go up a little more, I put 42. That's 76. That's close enough, ain't it?
Yep.
There you go. So now what would I do? I would hit that sell button. Bam. Now it's gonna bring it up and saying I'm moving $1,378. I always screenshot for a record, okay, of what I'm doing each transaction. So now, then I'm gonna click on confirm. Put my password in. It tell you time out. Got to go back. All right, now I'm gonna hit the sell button again because it'll time out on you. That means the price of Bitcoin dropped while I was talking to y'all. I'm gonna hit confirm. All right, I'll move it too fast. All right, now it's gonna move that money. Look what it says. Say I sold it. See that? All right, now what I want to do is tap anywhere to continue. Now watch what happens to that. You see now how much is left in Bitcoin.
10,961.29.
So I don't touch it. I don't do nothing with it until it goes over 11,000. Okay. I don't do nothing. That's my employee rate. That's my seed money. So now let's go back. Let's go back to the wallet. Now look what you see. You should see USD. Here it come. Hold on. Come on back down here. Let me go all the way back to the wallet. All right, see right there, you see USD? They got $1,392 in USD. See it?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That's my fruit off the seed. That's my fruit off the seed.
The seed was 11,000 money.
Yep, 11,000.
So you always leave your seed in and they take the profit.
Yeah, I just take my profit. And now,
in other words, you are an employer and you got money working for you.
that's exactly right. Money works for me now.
So every day you wake up, money should be earning you money.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be anyway. And I'm gonna give y'all that the day before y'all leave. I'm gonna tell y'all what that means in a few minutes. I teach a class on money because they didn't teach it in school. So God gave me the information to share with you. So the principles that you see me using here is what God gave me, and that's what I'm using. The principles He gave me. Now let's go back for a minute. Now somebody asked the question, why didn't I just transfer? Who asked that question in the chat? Let's see what they asked in that chat room. Somebody asked me a question. Why wouldn't you just transfer? What do you mean? What do you mean you say, why wouldn't I just transfer? Don't be scared. Unmute yourself and let's talk. Somebody on the Galaxy S20 and
Yeah,
5G.
it's me. It's me, Earl.
All right, who is me?
It's Mary Jean.
Hey, Mary, what's up, girl?
Because I've done the same exact thing you've done, and I've just hit transfer, and it's, as long as I'm doing it in the same wallet, like I've moved profits and just transferred from Bitcoin to whatever I transferred it to.
Okay, I understand what you're saying now. Let's go back and look at what she's asking me. So what she's asking me, guys, let me hit the back button. Okay. I'm going to refresh this screen. Let me see. I don't know why the screen is not updating. All right, so I'm gonna stop screen share and share again. Mary, first of all, I want to tell y'all something about Mary. Mary, you started this journey with me how long ago?
I'm gonna say it was in November.
Okay, so you came on as a student, you was coachable. You was coachable, and I'm gonna let you tell your own story about talking to your family and what you was looking for.
Everybody thinks I'm nuts because, you know, they don't believe that Bitcoin is the real deal. But anyhow, I decided 2 years ago to learn about cryptocurrency. I opened up a Coinbase account. I decided to put $500 into Bitcoin just as let's wait and see what happens. And that grew and grew and grew. And from $500, I've just made I couldn't believe today when I woke up and I saw it was over $5,000, and I keep on using my Bitcoin to buy more cryptocurrency and fund other cryptos and hopefully make even more money. So, you know, but I started with $500. That's 2 years ago. Or maybe not 2 years ago, but let's just say it was down. It wasn't, you know, I bought it when it was like at a couple, I don't know, maybe $7,000-8,000 a coin.
So you started with like 500, and your 500 went to, when you met me, it was around $4,500 to $5,000.
Right.
So,
but I keep on skimming off the top because you taught me how to do that, and I bought other, like the other coins, that the G999 coins, and it's all from the profits that I started with at $500. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, because what she's telling y'all is now she got her base, she got her seed money. Your seed now is 4,500. Is that what you're dealing with, or 4,000? Which one you dealing with?
Well, I'm basically doing 4,000.
Okay, so anything over 4,000, she's leveraging the fruit of a 4,000. And since she started the journey with me, you recently taken how much money and sent it to USDT?
Well, you know, I know it's at least $3,000 if you're including the G999 that I used to buy the coins with.
Okay, now what she talking about is she been moving her profits. She been moving the fruit to USDT. And then, guys, and this is what you're gonna learn from me today. I'm gonna bless you with something today because you showed up. And when you show up, you get blessed. So Mary, when you're moving them profits to USDT, you are stabilizing your profit. Now, money is made to work wherever it sits. That's the part they didn't teach us in school. So wherever it sits, it's supposed to work for you. So when you move the money to a stable coin, you taking your profits, but you allowing it to do what? To sit again. So what I've been showing Mary is that if you move 500 profit to USDT, and then if you got another coin that has a potential to grow, you can move that same 500 to another income producing asset. Let me hear y'all say income producing asset.
Income producing asset.
Income producing asset.
So you will move your seed money. Right now, we just stabilize it. USDT is not an income producing asset while your money is sitting. It's stabilizing your profit, but there are other income producing assets. So when you become a part of this economy, And ecosystem, this is not, listen, what I'm trying to tell you. This group right here is like sharing the gospel of Jesus. Okay? Okay? We're not just here for Bitlocity. Bitlocity is just a vehicle that's going to help us leverage our fruit. But the core of what we're doing is you. Okay? We are us. This is about us. This is not about just Bitlocity. There will be more Bitlocities to come about. There are hundreds of them out there right now. But this is about the transition from the old to the new on the real side of the digital divide, and you learning how to take back control of your life. And when you say take back control of your life, Mary took back control of her life. Mary was putting her money in the bank. How long you been working, Mary? How long you been working, Mary, for the man? How long you been out there trading dollars for hours? How old was you when you started? Or did I lose Mary? Okay. So the goal is for you to come back, to take back
Since
control.
I'm 13.
Since you were 13. You've been working, you've been working, putting money in the bank since you were 13, right?
Actually before then, but.
And now.
Put money in the bank, yeah.
Yeah, and now Mary has began the journey of moving those profits. And now when she moved the profits, the next step for you guys is to get in here in our ecosystem, not just the Bitlocity ecosystem. That's where we share stuff. Fred shares information with me about crypto, right? And by the fact, Fred, before you came up, Fred, guess who sent me a message? Unmute yourself. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you who sent me a message. Watch this, Fred. This is gonna blow your socks off. This is literally gonna blow your socks off. Watch this. All right, screen. All right, so now I'm going over and click on this. This is gonna blow your socks off. Can you see my screen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. He just sent me a message right then. Okay. So Fred and I have been collaborating. This guy right here is a millionaire in his own right. And we started a project years ago. And that project never maturated because he had some life-changing circumstance. He lost his son. He was in the middle of a project with a crowdfunding platform that was going to change the world. Am I lying, Fred?
Nope, not at all.
And Fred really helped me back then because I was doing crypto back then, and I was consulting with Ash. Fred introduced me with Ash. Fred understood who I was. Fred understood that I had been studying Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. But Fred really helped me to move into my space because Fred said, what you bring to this space, you're bringing it as a consultant. And he said, you have to market yourself as being the expert, the guy with the knowledge. He said, you can help Ash, but you can help a whole lot of people by knowing what you know as a consultant. So when I tell y'all I'm a consultant to media, I'm not lying to y'all. I just got I'm here right now. I just got another millionaire to send me another message right then on my phone right then, who just developed another program for you because you're part of the ecosystem. And we get paid that ecosystem, we getting paid out in Tron. So you're gonna take some fruit from here, and for you guys who are really paying attention and following, you're gonna be able to move some money off of fruit here and put it into that program and make yourself some Tron off of the profits from what? Bitcoin. Okay? And that guy's a millionaire now because of creating that smart contract over there. So the whole story here is that don't sell people on Bitlocity. Because if you try to sell them, they're gonna think this is just another one of them what? Things. Fred's son, Fred, tell them a little bit about your son and what your son do on over there on the digital world, and how he's entered and how he's helping make virtual reality and augmentation a reality of the day for where we're going.
Well, you know, the truth is anyone who is not keeping up with technology and with digital currency, you are literally missing the biggest ship of your life. If you're miss, I'm not going to even say boat, right? Because you're missing the biggest ship of your life. And you know, I was fortunate that, you know, my oldest son got involved with Bitcoin and some other cryptocurrencies years ago, back when it was like, you know, $3-4 a coin, actually even less than that, but he was skeptical at the change. And he introduced me to it when it was up $5, $10, $20 a coin. I kind of was old school, and my words to him were, dude, you mean to tell me that people will pay $20 for something that you can't touch, you can't feel, you can't hold in your hand, and you think somebody is going to put value on that? No, I don't think so. But because he was who he was, I said, okay, I'm going to go in and buy about 10 of them, right? At the time, I bought about 10, but I still didn't put no value on it. I still didn't put the value on it. And so because I didn't put value on it, things happened. I had a virus attack my computer, and I lost about 5 of those coins. The other 5 I just did things with. I bought other stuff. My point is this, though. He, in that arena, in the digital world, in VR and augmented reality, he definitely knows his stuff. He is the programmer for a company called Vibe, which is Vibecoin. You can go to vibehub.io. Everything you see there, he's had his hands in creating. And so he understands that arena, but his knowledge base is such that he clearly understands virtual reality, which is where we're going, augmented reality, we're doing that too. And all of this stuff ties into cryptocurrency. Where we are now is on the cusp of the future, guys. We are living in the future when it comes to this area. And for those of you who don't grasp it and learn about it, you are missing out on your opportunity to become multimillionaires through this particular field. So it's important that you take the information that's being given to you, place an importance upon it. Even if you just put $100, I was just telling my son, like before I talked to Earl, 2 days ago, on the 27th of December, I sent in a message to my family, and I told them, you know what? Bitcoin is at $27,000 a coin, guys. If you don't have any yet, at least get $100 worth. Just get $100 worth. If you don't, and just trust me, just get 100. Today, what is it at? 32,800?
Yeah.
Thursday, it was 2,700. Today is 32,800, right? I said Thursday is 2,700. No, 27,000 that Thursday. Today is 32,800. So I sent him a message back in my family chat and said, Bitcoin is now 32,700, I think is what I put in there, because it hadn't got to 800 yet. So what's my point? We have an opportunity to have people who understands this area, digital currency, virtual reality, augmented reality, all those things that the world is moving toward. You are fortunate that Earl is with you all the time. I'm fortunate because I've got Earl, I've got access to him, he's got access to me, we have access to my son. So there's a group of people out there that we can touch and we can talk to, and then we can bring that knowledge and that information here to this platform so that you can have access to it. Well, otherwise you wouldn't have the access. Maybe not, maybe so for some of you, maybe not so for others. But the point is, you have an opportunity to take this. Bitcoin, Bitlocity is going to be huge. I have no doubt it is going to be huge. But Bitlocity, you got to remember this, and I've told people this for years. Don't believe in the company, believe in the team.
Yep.
See, look, if I had a team of people, let's say I had a team of 100,000 people, and somebody said, Fred, I'll pay you $1. I'll sell you bananas for $1.
Fred, it just hit 33,000, bro.
Just hit 33,000.
Keep
going
talking.
up.
Keep talking. Mm-hmm.
somebody said, Fred, look, I'll sell you a banana for a quarter and you can sell it for what you want to sell it for. And I know I've got 100,000 people. I said, okay, and I sell bananas for $1 because of the group or the team. We all can win, right?
Yeah.
But when we get so caught up in companies, guys, remember the team is what's important. When we get caught up in companies, companies go away, but the team stands strong. You can take a team and go from company to company to company, and you can win each time because you steady building your team. I hope that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
The stronger you build the team, it don't matter what you market, you will still win because you think about the team. Now, this particular team now is looking at Bitlocity. I will say without a doubt, I'm excited about what's going on with Bitlocity. I'm excited about the fact that we're going to be able to accumulate Bitcoin for free.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah, it's going to cost you $25 to start and $25 for your first position. But you're going to get all that back. And then everything you get on top of that is free. And when that free Bitcoin gets up to 100 grand a coin, 200 grand a coin, 300 grand a coin, what does that mean to you when you've accumulated a full Bitcoin and you've gotten it for free? So that's what that's critical. Do you understand? We're moving into the VR world, the augmented reality world, but we're also quickly moving into the digital world when it comes to currency. And if you don't take full advantage of that, you will be left behind, and you will be saying 10 years down the road, man, I should have bought some of that Bitcoin when it was at $30,000 a coin. I should have just bought a little bit back then. Don't get left out, guys. Take advantage of what's before you.
Wow, that is truly amazing. Because when I was talking to Fred, so I'm going to take y'all somewhere. I'm going to talk to y'all about Bitlocity in just a second, so you can really understand how the program works. So when talking to Fred's son a while ago, he said something to me. And Fred's son said that he called everybody and they didn't listen, right? And he said that was what the problem was. But I asked him a question. And he was talking about his dad as well at that time, because he had to get his dad's attention. And I told him, I wish I was one of the people that he had called. I wish you had called me. Didn't I tell him that, Fred? Didn't I tell him that? He said he would have called me too. So then I told him, I said, listen, I said, you're at the point now where I am. That's where now people are calling me. I said, your daddy called you to talk to me. So that's going to happen to all of you guys. You are in 1%. Listen to me carefully. And Alex, you're a multi-millionaire, Alex. And you are right now, you're a billionaire if you understand this conversation, sir. For the people in you are sitting on $1 billion. People around the world are not going to have a choice within the next 12 to 24 months. What's going to happen to you in America is that as soon as they get interoperability together. Now, what is interoperability? The central banks are collaborating right now, and they're trying to put together CBDC, central bank digital currency. That's where the bank can be sending you, where you can go to the bank and buy your Bitcoin and your Ethereum and your Litecoin by walking through the front door. But in order for them to do that, they got to get into the space, get their license, and they got to build the platforms where they can check up on you. Woo! Did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I just said? In order for them to offer you Bitcoin, they want their precursors in place so they can track everything that you do. It's called interoperability. And that's where now Bitcoin blockchain can communicate with the Litecoin blockchain. That's where the Stellar Lumens blockchain can communicate with the Bitcoin blockchain. And when they get the interoperability where blockchains can talk to blockchains, they now got crypto analysis software. That's where they run the federal government, the IRS, can go through these blockchains, through these central banks, and they can tell you how much crypto you spent this year. Y'all got me? Y'all got me? That's happening right now. So as they put interoperability, go ahead, Beyonce. Are you unmuted? Say something, Beyonce.
Oh, I was just agreeing with you.
Yeah. So interoperability is happening right now while you got the upper edge. You got more.
Can I ask you a question really quickly?
Yeah.
I see that you kind of let it ride in your crypto because you just took your profits online with us. So I wanted to ask you this, since it's gone up from like, it was like 29,000, now it's at 333. So that's in a few hours.
Yeah.
It did
So
that.
I'll go back over and look at my 11,000. And when I look at my 11,000, if 11,050, that $50 gone.
So do you think it's gonna pull back, or do you think it's
Well,
gonna keep going?
Well, let's talk about that for a second. That's a great question. Okay, and I'm glad that we're gonna give you guys a chance to ask some questions too, the rest of you. So let me tell y'all what's happening. I just had a conversation. I want you to get this. Please get this. So imagine, okay, you saw Michael Saylor, the ones who watched that Michael Saylor video. So Michael Saylor now and his company just bought 850 million worth of Bitcoin. So now they own it. They own a part of Bitcoin that's limited. Everybody say limited. They got to say limited. Limited. See, we have been conditioned by these 1%ers because everybody think that gold is limited. Do you know that there is no limit to gold? Do you know that? Do you know that?
Yes.
They've been mining gold since man was being birthed. They've been mining gold. That means since Jesus walked the earth, there was what?
Mining gold.
They were mining gold. They still mining what? Gold. It means that it's not a finite supply, it's an infinite supply. So don't believe them lies. Okay, so now, the difference between Bitcoin and physical tangible gold, okay, now the gold owners are shorting gold and buying what? Bitcoin.
Bitcoins.
Over the last 30 days, Bitcoin did well. No, gold did well until last month. Okay, and now because and Elon Musk already changed that. I'm gonna tell you how you're gonna change that. So gold was doing fine until people realize that there's so much room in the Bitcoin asset class that we soon gonna reach the market cap of gold and surpass that. So your multi-billionaires are saying, I'm holding my wealth in the wrong place. Okay, now let's deal with that for a minute. This is how you gotta treat it. This is what they see. Let me tell you what they see. This is what the story you gotta tell. The story is this: 21 million Bitcoin, never gonna be no more. Never gonna be no more. 21 million. And you just heard, Fred, how much you lose, Fred? You say you lost some of it. You lost it. Not that you sold it, but you lost some of it.
Listen, I don't think about this because it bothers me every now and then, but no fault of mine. I got a computer virus, messed up my hard drive and my tower back then. I had somewhere between 5 and 10 Bitcoin in that wallet. So I sit here now and I think about, had I made even the 5 Bitcoin right now, looking at where Bitcoin is, $33,000 a coin, even at $30,000 a coin, 5 times that's $150,000 on the low end.
Right?
And if I was telling my son today, he said, Dad, listen to me. When I come back up there, if it's at all possible, I can get into that tower and we'll get that out of there. So I told him,
you still got a tower? You still got a tower?
I still have well, it doesn't work though because a virus hit it and I can't access it. But he says he probably can. Wow. So I told him you need to make a special trip.
Well, there's
a way to get that Bitcoin out of there.
Yeah.
If it's in the hard drive, you can get it out.
There's another guy that tells a story. You can find him on YouTube. He had 1,200 Bitcoin on his hard drive. And guess what he did? When his crashed, he had them to pick it up and take it to the garbage. And when he found out that he could go and recover it, that he went back to that junkyard looking for it, and he couldn't find it.
Oh wow.
So Fred, at least Fred, think about what 1,200 Bitcoin is now. So at least Fred, you held on to your hard drive.
Yeah, yeah.
It's real. So now the point I was making is this, because I'm gonna hit this home. I want y'all to get this so it'll make sense to you. They want to talk about how Bitlocity works. Now listen to me carefully. So in Bitcoin, there's never going to be more than 21 million. 1/3 is lost. So you multiply 21 million down 0.33 is 6,930,000 Bitcoin lost forever unless people like Fred still. So it is recoverable depending upon what you did with your loss.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the people who don't have their hard drive, right? Like mine was stuck in Mount Gox, and then they failed, and I didn't have the keys to get back into that wallet. So it's nothing I can do. But now 6,900,000 gone. Now, this is a scenario to paint for you today. So, like Michael Saylor, he hinted upon it. So, imagine let's talk about what's left. Everybody say this. I want you to say it because it'll lock in your mind. There are only 14,070,000 Bitcoin left. I want you to say it. 14,070,000 left. Now, I want you to understand this. That's all that's left to supply the world is 8 billion people on the planet. It's 8 billion people on the planet. So right now, if they wanted to come into Bitlocity, what do they have to join Bitlocity? Think about that. Woo. Huh? They got to have Bitcoin. So that pool of 14 million is the supply for the whole world. Y'all with me so far?
Yes.
So now, what does that mean to you? That means that you're going to look today, starting today, you're going to look at that as being 14 million grams of gold. And it's 14 million grams of gold to supply the world needs of gold. And you got multi-millionaires who got millions of dollars. Some of them got billions. And they can understand that the price of gold today is 32,000 a gram. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? So 14 million Bitcoin represents 14 million grams of gold, and each gram is worth 32,000 a gram. And the billionaires know that Bitcoin gonna be at between 1 and 300,000 by next year. So if you was a millionaire or billionaire and you knew there was only 14 million grams of gold available, and the financial analysis people is telling you that 1 gram is going to be worth between 100 and 300,000 within the next 12 months. What would you be doing? Find your gram of gold. Say it again, Claudia.
Gathering some.
Gathering your grams of gold. So what I'm trying to tell you is this, listen to me carefully. Companies are buying 26,000 at a time. So when I showed you the German company, a German company just spent 500 million. So of the 14 million Bitcoin, that's 26. I'm gonna show you over here on the computer. Watch this, pay attention to this. All right, now we're going to my Google calculator. This is so important. Let's find it, let's look at this. So we're going to the calculator. Google calculator. Watch this. So now pay attention to this. So they spent 500 million. We got 500 million. Okay, 500 million. 500 million. Back then, Bitcoin was 26,000. 500. Okay, let's see. Gotta put some more zeros on. 502. Yeah, y'all see that's 500 million. So 500 million divided by, I want y'all to pay attention, divided by 26K. $26,000. They're gonna tell you how many Bitcoin they got, how many of those grams of gold they got. Okay, that's 26,000. Here it is. So how many grams of gold did they get? 19,230 grams of the 14. That's one company. Got it? That's one company. So now they got their share of the 14 million. Do you know how many multi-billion-dollar corporations out here now that's ready to go and get their own share of Bitcoin? Y'all ain't feeling me. Y'all ain't feeling me. There need to be some oohs and some ahs going up in here. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because, listen to me, because they're going to drive the price of Bitcoin that you get from Bitlocity. It's going to grow by, it's going to 10x your money coming out of Bitcoin. Because they're going to come and get the rest of that 14 million grams of gold to own it for themselves. So while they're pulling the money out of cash, putting it into Bitcoin, what do it do to your Bitcoin, guys?
Make it go up.
Makes it go up. It's making yours go up. It's making yours go up. So now, the gospel of Christ was about a couple of disciples. Listen to me carefully. And there were 12, right? 12, right? 12 disciples.
Yep.
And they have spread the news of Christianity all around the world. You are a disciple of Bitcoin. Let me tell you what that means for you. By sharing this knowledge with the people that you know, every time a person, whether it's the institution that brings 500 million or 800 million like Michael Saylor, if you own Bitcoin, they increase your price by telling the story, the gospel of Bitcoin. Do you understand the power of that? How could you not tell the story? Because just by telling the story, as they take money out of fiat currency because that's dumb money, and you bring them to the light, don't you want to free your family members? And every time you tell a family member how to get free, and they move that 1,000, that 300, or that 10,000, like the guy did in Nigeria, he got 11,000 as a benchmark. Like me, Mary got 4,000. She used it. So every time them 300s happen, them 5,000 happen, them 10,000s coming out of fiat currency. Don't y'all understand now why Michael Saylor moved his money? Because Michael Saylor knew that we're gonna be moving our money out of the dollar. If you think the dollar is going to lose 15% because Trump printed more cash this year than the history of the world, the Federal Reserve did, what you think going to happen when your family members start taking their money out of cash? Did y'all see the big picture?
Mm-hmm.
And every time that happens, guess what's going to happen to your Bitcoin balance? Somebody say it. It's going up. It's going up. You ain't seen nothing yet until a country, listen to me carefully, banks are getting in and the institutions again. You ain't seen nothing to the First Nation. When you see the First Nation turn their nation's currency into Bitcoin, it's gonna be on and popping.
Earl, let me just throw one thing in here real quick.
Throw it in there.
And maybe this will bring things to more of a focus for some people. Some of you get it, and that's great. Let's say that you are living on a planet that there was no water anywhere on this planet. There used to be rivers and streams, but it's all dried up. And now the full amount of water on this planet is in a pond, and the pond is about 10 acres big. And that's the full volume of water on the planet. Think for a minute, how valuable is that pond?
Yes.
How valuable is that pond? The reason it's so valuable is because there's so little of it and everybody needs it. And so if you sold 6 ounces of water out of that little pond, people will pay you thousands for it. Think about Bitcoin now. When all these big companies are buying up millions and millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, what they're doing is they're going to leave just a little bit for us, for the masses. I should say for the masses. Yep. They're just leaving a little bit for the masses to try to get, right? They've got all the big Bitcoin, and what's left, we all have to divide it up. That's why a company like Bitlocity is so important, because it's given us a chance to get as much as we can get, because it's going to become scarcer, and I should say more and more scarce. And because it's more and more scarce, the value shoots up because it's hard to get. And they didn't make any more. So when you've got like what's happening with Bitlocity, this company I love the comp plan, the way it's set up, but what it's actually doing is going to give us a chance to get free Bitcoin, large amounts of it, right? But what we have to understand too is we take advantage of Bitlocity while it's there.
Yep.
Right? While it's there. If it falls and we've managed to get just one Bitcoin out the deal, we don't get mad, right? And say, I'm not going to do this kind of business no more. No, we look for the next Bitlocity that's going to give us more Bitcoin.
That's right.
Move in a herd. Everybody wins. But right now, the goal is position yourself with what you have so that you can propel it to have a great deal more. And that's why Bitcoin is getting more and more valuable, because it's getting more and more scarce. And the whales are eating it up. They're taking it all. Now these institutions, these companies, these Fortune 100 companies see the writing on the wall, and they're jumping in with both feet.
Yeah.
So we've got to take this information back to the people we know, the people we care about, people we love, and say, look, guys, you're missing the boat. You can't miss this. Listen, I'm 63 years old. I get it. If you are less, and there's probably somebody on this call older than me. But if you are under my age, if you're in your 20s and 30s and 40s, 20 years from now, guys, you can be one of the top 1% of the world if you do the right thing now.
Yeah.
Right.
I believe that Bitcoin is going to be $1 million a coin. I literally believe that. Okay. I literally believe it. So that transition is happening right now. And thank you, Fred, for that analogy. Now let's go ahead and talk about Bitlocity. So the
Earl.
Go ahead. Ruth.
Earl.
Yeah, you got a question? Mm-hmm.
I hate to interrupt you.
Go ahead, babe.
I need your help about transferring. Okay. I bought some Bitcoin in Cash App.
Okay.
And I got as far as to deposit Bitcoin or send Bitcoin.
Okay. Now, okay, so your Bitcoin is in Cash App. That's why we're here today. So your Bitcoin is in Cash App, and you want to move it over to Atomic Wallet?
Yes.
Okay, so what you do, you first got to go into Atomic Wallet and click on Bitcoin. Have you done that yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't done anything else.
Okay, so you have to go, you already downloaded Atomic Wallet?
Yes.
Okay, so while we're doing this, you go into Atomic Wallet and you click on, can you screen share?
You're going to show me how?
Well, do this right here. We'll do this to make it quicker. Go into Atomic Wallet.
While I'm on the phone with you? While I'm on this pad with you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go into Atomic Wallet. And when you're in Atomic Wallet, you're going to click on, get in there let me know when you're in there.
Okay.
Now, guys, just so y'all don't know why she's getting in her wallet, let me know when you're in there, baby. Remember, I went down to 10,988. Y'all remember that a while ago, right? Okay. Now I'm back I'm in the green again. I'm at 11,014. So I got $14 already on the table again. Y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So just with that short period of time, let me know when you're in there, baby.
Just a minute.
All right, now I'm gonna show y'all while we're waiting for her to get in her wallet. Watch this. This is the power of Bitcoin. So I'm gonna log in real quick. We've been working backwards, guys. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They've been robbing us. They say when you know better, you do better. All right, so now going over now I'm gonna click on Bitcoin. Okay, so look, it's still going up. You see, look at that. You see, it's at $39 since I took the profit a while ago, and I went down to 10,988. Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
now, so I got $39. I got $39 I can move right now, right?
Okay, I'm in the wallet.
Okay, now, so now you in the wallet. So now what you're gonna do? You click on when you win it, you click on BTC, right?
BTC.
All right, let
Okay.
me show you. Let me show. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. So you okay. Now, when you're in the atomic wallet, when you're in
Yeah,
atomic wallet, and let me go to
yeah.
atomic wallet. What you're gonna do? There's a wallet on the very bottom. Look like a little pocketbook. Okay. Now I'm gonna go to atomic wallet so everybody else can see this.
Do I have to click? I need to click on BTC first.
Click on BTC. Now click on BTC. That's what you're gonna do.
Okay, it has on this receive or send.
That's what you're looking for. You're looking for send or receive. Now, if your money is into cash out, you want
Okay.
to click on receive here because you're trying to receive it to atomic wallet. Okay.
So hit
Hit
receive.
receive.
Okay.
All right, let me stop screen sharing. Get rid of my password. Then I'm gonna come back. You click on receive,
Yes.
and now when you copied it to your clipboard, you're going over to cash out.
I'm gonna
I wish
copy the
you.
link.
Yeah. Now you in Zoom. I want you to screen share. I want you to screen share on your phone. You know how to screen share on your phone?
I don't.
What kind of phone you got, Beth?
Yes, you do, Miss Rutho. Miss Rutho.
Wait a
What
minute.
kind of phone you got?
iPad. I'm sorry. iPhone 4, 6.
Well, we're gonna fix that for you.
Don't worry, I'm getting ready to buy a new one.
You can
So, okay,
you can take that one and
wait,
put it in the oven and turn it on 500 degrees. That'll fix all your
wait a
problems.
minute.
Okay, Earl.
Wait a minute, Mr. Earl. Wait a minute. Okay, I see the link. It says
Yeah.
address copy to clip it. To a clipboard. By me
Okay.
clicking on that, where do I put that at?
All right, now what you're gonna do is address copy the clipboard. Go over to your cash out. Okay. Now just go over to cash out, and I'm gonna tell you what to do when you get the cash out.
I'm in Cash App, so where do I go?
All right, in the very bottom corner, you're gonna see you got a balance or you got a house in the left-hand corner.
Yes.
Which one you got? House or balance?
Balance.
Okay, click on the balance.
Okay.
All right, now when you do that, you see Bitcoin, click on Bitcoin.
Okay.
Click on Bitcoin. Now, when you click on Bitcoin, right there when you click on Bitcoin, it's gonna say send or deposit. You're gonna click on send.
Okay.
So what do you see? Do you see send or deposit?
Yeah, it gives 0 SATS, and then it gives me some numbers at the bottom.
Okay, now what you're gonna do now is in your cash out, you're gonna move all the Bitcoin from cash out over to Atomic Wallet. Okay. So now
Put that amount in there.
you put that Satoshi amount that you see at the top, you type that whole Satoshi amount in there.
Okay.
All right. And then when you get that amount typed in there, you're gonna hit done or next.
She knows. It'll let me type the amount in it, but it won't let me type the cents.
You just type in the whole number. That's why I wish you was in Zoom. The whole number that you're looking at, right? Give me the whole number that you're looking at.
Yes.
What's the number?
You talking about the amount?
Yeah, the Satoshi amount. Tell me the number.
I just typed in 310, but it won't let me put in the cents.
Okay. At the very top of your cash app, there's a number at the very top of your cash app in Satoshis. What's that Satoshi number?
The SATS available?
Yeah,
933,737.
That's the number you should be typing in if you're trying to move all the Bitcoin off of that
Oh,
site.
I understand. 9.
You want to type that number in.
Okay.
Tell me what it asks you next.
It says send
Yep.
US dollars. I'm going to hit send.
You hit send, yes, ma'am.
Okay, it's an enter Bitcoin wallet address.
Now you're gonna paste that address right there.
When I copy, I'm going to paste it.
You have already copied it, so just hold your finger down and you can paste it. Remember when they said they copied it to clipboard? Once it copied the clipboard, only thing I do is hold your finger down, or whatever you do on your iPhone, because the iPhone is a little different from the Android. So do you know how to paste?
Yeah, but it's asking me to enter Bitcoin wallet address. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's the wallet address that you copied from your crypto, from your Atomic wallet.
Okay, so put Bitcoin wallet address in here.
Yes, ma'am. The one that you copied from your Atomic wallet, you got to paste it right in there.
Nothing is pasting, so can I type it in?
Yeah, well, let me ask you a question. When you copy and paste on the iPhone, it said it copied the clipboard. How do you paste on the iPhone? That's why I said you need to put it in the oven.
Usually when I press it down, it comes up, but that's not coming up.
Keep trying it. Keep trying to do it again. Do it again. If it don't, you can always go back over there and get it. Copy it again. Don't ever try to type in your Bitcoin wallet address, guys. Ever.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you why.
So I'm gonna go back now. I'm gonna go back over and try to copy it again.
Yeah, copy it again. While you're doing it, I'm gonna tell you why you don't type in your wallet address. The reason you don't type in your wallet address
Why not?
is because those characters are capital letter and lowercase, and that address is based on upper and lower, and it gives you a certain number of letters. Your address could have a W in the middle, and it could be a lowercase. But my address could be just like yours, and instead of having a lowercase, it could be an uppercase W. And if you make the mistake and put in a capital W instead of a lower W, and when you hit send, guess where it's going? To me. And you don't know who I am across the side of the world.
Okay, so when I went back, I'm going to send or receive. I forgot.
Okay, you're gonna in Cash App, you're gonna send.
No, I'm talking about Atomic.
You're gonna receive. You're gonna receive.
Okay.
You're gonna receive.
Okay. So now I'm pressing my finger on that link.
Until it should say copy to clipboard.
It said copied to clipboard.
There you go. Now, when you go back over there, you should be able to go over there and hold your finger down. And when you hold your finger down, you should be able to paste it into that address.
It's there.
Good. Now we'll go to the next step. Hey, Larry, we're on a training Zoom. Who am I speaking to?
This is Rutha.
Who?
Rutha.
Yeah, I'm in a meeting. I'm in a meeting. I'm in a meeting, bro. I know I won't be out of this meeting for about. I'm gonna say I can meet you in about an hour, bro. All right, I can meet you there in an hour. Okay. Okay, I'll do that by 40. Thank you. Okay, so guys, okay, Ruth, I got a phone call. I'm sorry, babe. So you paste it in there, and then you're gonna click on continue next.
It's asking me to confirm.
That's right, confirm it.
No,
all right, tell us what you see, just as you see it.
No, it wants me to confirm my cash pin. So I put that in?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
Your initial withdrawal status is done.
Okay, now that means that I sent that money over there. Now it's on its way over there. You can go back over to Atomic Wallet. Now for everybody else that's on our team, as a leader, you gotta learn how to screen share. You gotta do that. It's something you gotta learn. You gotta learn how to screen share and use your Zoom. Everybody up here is a leader, for real. This is true. What does that mean? I got you, Ms. Ruth. I got you. So now, what does that mean? So in order for you to, Ms. Ruth, go ahead and check your balance in Atomic Wallet. Okay, now, you're gonna have people that's gonna be dependent upon you, and it's okay. Okay. Well, you're gonna have your own Zoom. Did you know that when you go into Zoom, that you got your own free Zoom that'll last 55 minutes at a time? Did you know that? Is it 55 or 45 for you?
About 40 minutes.
40 minutes. So the minute that you started on Zoom, you can create your own free Zoom account. And we need to be holding these, everybody need to be holding little meetings like this, teaching the basics to your family members and friends. So it's gonna be essential that you guys start, holding your little Zooms, showing the little tips and bits that you're learning over here to get them started. Now, Miss Ruth, are you over there?
I am. Can I say something to Claudia?
Yes, ma'am.
Claudia?
Yes, ma'am.
Got it, baby.
Okay.
Why I say
And
that?
Miss Luther know how to screen share. She's a little scared right now.
Okay. I got you. No.
We
We'll do it tonight.
I learned a lot from Miss Claudia. We work together a lot.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So Claudia, I got it. It's
Wow.
showing Atomic Wallet. Now, let me say this. From what I put in there, I think we did that when? We did that last night, Claudia, or early this morning?
After Earl taught me this morning, then we talked.
Now, while that Bitcoin was in Cash App, it grew. It's supposed to do that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to grow. Yes, ma'am. How much you got? How much you put in there? How much you got now?
Well, when we put in, it was 300, and they take the 530 out for the fees.
Yeah.
So that's $294.70. When I was doing the transaction, then it was 310.16. Now it's 305.68. It has grown, and I'm sure it's because of the fees that came out.
Wow. So you got what ended up landing in your Atomic Wallet now? How much is in your Atomic Wallet now?
305.68.
That's good. That's good.
I need to know how to go because I want to do more, but Cash App wouldn't let me do more. So now I'm gonna have to go and try to do more because I wanted to do more. I wanted to do 500.
Cash App wouldn't let you do more than 500.
So you got to do a KYC Cash App.
I got to do a what?
Your KYC.
Know your customer.
Know your customer. Because in my Cash App, I can do 2,000 a day and 5,000 a week.
They wouldn't let me do that. They wouldn't let me do that 500 this morning.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to do the KYC. So basically what you'll do, you'll take a picture of your ID, like the front and the back. And then Cash App will say, we're verifying you, to make sure you're a real person and all that stuff. And then after that, it should increase your limit, like he said, because mine is like that too. I think I can send up to like 10,000, and then I can receive unlimited and stuff like that. So
you're saying I have to do something else to increase the limit?
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
right.
Well, normally, and I know Cash Apps have made some changes recently. When you went over there, you hit the send. When I told you go over to Bitcoin to see whether you saw send and deposit.
Yes.
Normally, when you go to send and deposit, if you have not enabled withdrawal, that force you to do the KYC right there. So normally when you see send and deposit, that means you have done the KYC, because before you wouldn't be able to move no Bitcoin off that platform until you do that KYC. So the fact that you was able to move it means you have done your KYC.
Like I said, I've already took my my driver's license back and front and sent it to them. I did that earlier this week.
I'm probably going to work with you offline because your KYC is done. The fact that you can move it means your KYC is done. Because if you don't do that KYC, you're not moving no Bitcoin off that platform. Now I'm gonna tell you something happened earlier today. Sandra Thompson, who got that $18,000 in Bitcoin there. I mean in Cash App, it's 18,000. They won't let her move it 2,000 a day off the platform. They won't let her withdraw.
Earl, I would do what you taught me to do, and that's put it in crypto, buy it in crypto. I don't even trust Cash App because there's too many people's account been shut down for various reasons.
Yeah, you can, guys, if you want to, Cash App is your first point of contact. Your second point of contact is crypto.com. Okay. And I can send, I can receive thousands and I can send thousands with crypto.com. Y'all hear me?
Okay. I'm waiting on a verification from crypto.com.
You're gonna be a lot better over there than you are in Cash App. Now, Cash App is something to get the average person started, okay? But then you got to graduate and go to crypto.com, and you're gonna get a lot more benefits of being in crypto.com, okay?
So I'm waiting on verification from crypto.com.
Okay. All right. So now
It
you
does
got your base over there. Willie, you ready to say something, Willie?
yes, it does a KYC with Atomic Wallet.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Because
Thank
no, it's not a KYC with Atomic Wallet. It's one with crypto.com though. You're gonna have to send in your driver license stuff with crypto.com. But guys, let's talk about, so you straight right now, Miss Ruth? Are you good?
Yes.
You good? Because you got your, now what you do now, guys, where's she at right now? Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all in Atomic Wallet, what you do when you're using Atomic Wallet to move your profits. So let me do that part so you'll see that. All right, so I'm gonna go into Zoom. I'm gonna share screen. Right, screen. I'm gonna show you what you do when you over there, because now she know the basics. Now when she see profit, how does she move her profit? In Atomic Wallet, I'm in Atomic Wallet. Okay, now you in Atomic Wallet, and I got 2340 over there, but it's not in Bitcoin. But let's assume, I got some in Bitcoin. So I'm gonna click on Bitcoin. Y'all see BTC? Y'all see it, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna click on BTC. Now, so I got 2511 right there in that wallet. Now, if I saw profit, let's say that was $525, and my base was what? My base was 500, and I'm moving the profit on 25. Now let's go. Now, so my seed money is 500. I'm moving anything over 500. So let's assume that was 525. Everybody with me so far?
Yes, all. Yes.
Okay, now what you're gonna do, you're going back over to the main wallet and look at the bottom of the main wallet. At the bottom of the main wallet, you see exchange. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot it. And I'm gonna zoom in so you can see exchange. Let me do it again. And I see my good friend Marin is up here. Now, guys, you see down here where it says exchange? Y'all see exchange? See that?
Yes.
Okay, so now that's how you move your profits right there. That's the button you click on. So first you check your Bitcoin balance, and after you check your Bitcoin balance, you need to move your profit. Like move that bus. Y'all seen the TV show, Move That Bus. So we were saying move our profits. So now what you do, you click on exchange, and now you get to tell the system what currency you want to move, take the profits from and move them. So now Bitcoin is up top, but sometimes Bitcoin may not be up top. Let me just show you what I mean. It could be Zilliqa at top. So you got to start with the coin that you want to move the profits from, which is Bitcoin. So for us, it's Bitcoin. So the first thing I do to get Bitcoin up top, everybody say up top. Everybody say up top.
Up top.
Up top. There you go. Up top. So when you say it sticks with you. So when you click that drop down arrow, you're going to bring Bitcoin up top. Now you got two choices. You can scroll up and get it, or you just simply type it in, BTC. So whichever one works fastest for you. So I'm bringing Bitcoin up top. So Bitcoin is up top now. Now we're moving profits here into USDT. So USDT is there. Okay. Now there's another one called USDC. Now I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna find USDC. That's a stable coin by Coinbase. I'm gonna just type it in, USDC. USDC. Y'all see that? USDC. Yeah. That's a stable coin also. Okay. And there's another one called Paxos. I'm just gonna show you. Now the difference between all of these and the Paxos, Paxos is a stable coin, but it's backed by gold. Okay, PAX. Okay, it's backed by gold. Okay, so you can use any of those three to stabilize your profits in any of those three: USDC, USDT, and Paxos. Now, so I'm gonna go back to USDC. Right now, so now I'm at USDC, and now now what I got to do now is determine how to get my $25 off of that 525. So you ain't all you concerned about when you come over here is even if see look what it now I had $25 in Bitcoin, but it's telling me that the equivalent of 25 is only $6.90 of the 25. Don't let that bother you. Don't let that bother you because they're charging fees to make these transactions. They're charging you fees to make your transaction. If you know that you got 500 as your base and you see 525, you still gonna take that $25, even if it dropped you back down to 489 plus the fees. You're gonna still take that 25 off the top, and you're gonna pay those fees because it's gonna come back up to 500. Y'all got me? Y'all understanding what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I'm saying is like right now you would think I only got $6.90 in there. Okay, because it's gonna charge me fees. Okay. But now if you got a bigger base, like I got your big like she just changed $300 over there. So she know if she see 300, she got 306. If she see 336, she want to move $36. So how would she move $36? I'm gonna show you how to move $36. You come over where you got Bitcoin, you're gonna back up and take all of those numbers out of that. Take all those numbers out there. And now you're gonna determine how much is $36 in Bitcoin converted over to USDC. Now, how do you do it? You start with 0.0, and I'm gonna put a 1 there. Watch this. That's $313. I'm not trying to move $313. So I'm gonna back it up. I'm gonna put another 0 in front of it, and I'm gonna put another 1. That's $26. That's more like what I want to move, right? How much we say we're gonna take off 30, right? We're gonna take off $30. Okay, now, so I'm gonna put a 2 behind the 1. That's $33. That's close enough. Y'all see that? See the 33?
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
so it don't make no difference what your base is. You know that if you got a several hundred in here, if you got several hundred in here, you know, you want to get it to the point where you just moving the profit. So once you get the USDC to equal what you're trying to move, you just move it. Because now, like you saw a while ago, I had 11,000 as my base. But by the time they charged me the moving fees, I was at 10,988. I'm not letting that $12 bother me because that 11,000 is going to come back to 11,000. I just need to know how to calculate what I'm moving now. Okay? Because it's going to charge me some fees. And that's the cost of doing business. Y'all with me? Now, so now I'll have for her, she'll have $300 in Bitcoin, and she will have moved 33 to USDT. Now, Ruther, when you see your balance, when you go back over to Bitcoin, let's go back as if though you had moved those profits. Now we're going back to the wallet. So let's say again, you go back to Bitcoin, and you see now that you don't went from $300 again to 342. How much you gonna move this time?
342.
You got 342. So your base is 300. How much you gonna move?
42.
42. There you go. So let's act like we're gonna move 42. So we're gonna go back over here. We'll click on exchange. We're going up here where Bitcoin is, right? And we're gonna try to calculate what $42 is. 0.015. Let's see. Would it come up to be? That's $309, too much. So I'm gonna put another 0 and then a 15. Uh-oh, let me go back. Hold on. 0015. 0015. I'm gonna massage those numbers until I get what I need down the bottom. Okay, so there it is. Look at that. That's exactly $42. Y'all see that?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit that exchange button. That's all I need to do is to know how much the profit is, to move the profit to USDT. It's gone as soon as I hit that button. All right, now, any questions about that? Y'all got that down pat? Everybody got that down pat?
You know, but down pack, right?
Right.
Hey, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
And this morning in crypto.com, I had a $12 profit. When I went to pull the profits off, it says I need at least $37.
So what you do in a situation like that, go ahead, because your base, how much was your base?
$200.
So go ahead and do the, if it tells you need to move a minimum of 0.0012, even though you're trying to move $18, go ahead and move the $32 just to make, because now your base is going down, but your base coming back up. But you're gonna move the minimum amount that you can move. Got me?
That's what I did. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Y'all heard what I just told him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead.
Yes.
I just got a notice that said that my money that I transfer is now on the blockchain.
Is now on the blockchain.
That's what it said.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Let me ask you something else.
Yeah.
I heard you in Coinbase. Do you do anything in Coinbase
I
at all?
don't mess with Coinbase at all. Coinbase is the police. Coinbase is the RS. Coinbase done got in bed with the devil. I don't do nothing on Coinbase.
Okay.
At all. At all. Zero. Why? Because Coinbase was sued by the RS last year. And Coinbase told them go screw their stuff. But then they came back and told Coinbase, said, listen, you are the only exchange, one of the only exchanges in the United States of America operating in our space. And if you're going to continue to be an exchange, which they knew they was the only bank, let me tell y'all this. Every bank in the world was fired the day that Bitcoin was born. I want you to wrap your mind around that. Now hear me. Every bank was fired the day that Bitcoin was born, because Satoshi Nakamoto understood that 3,333 that they've been robbing you, he created Bitcoin so that you could take back your freedom financially. That's why we're here. We're doing what he created for us. So banks was fired. So Earl, what does that mean? Banks, in order to make money in this space, there's two ways to become a bank in this space. You're either going to be a miner that creates the algorithm to create Bitcoin, or you're a miner. When she clicked on, when you say move Bitcoin, okay, there's a miner that transfer that Bitcoin from your wallet to my wallet. Y'all got that?
Yes.
Them fees you paying, that's the bank. When you pay that $6 or that $3 to move that Bitcoin, the miners are the bank who get that money. So your SunTrust, they don't have a place in this space. Your Wells Fargo, they don't dance in our pond. Your Bank of America, they're not over here. They got fired. Everybody say they got fired. Everybody say they got fired. Woo!
They got fired.
They got fired. So now, only way they can get back in the game, they got to apply for a license to become a miner or an exchange. That's right. That's right. That's right. You got more Bitcoin than they got. So they got to become a miner or they got to become a what? An exchange. So now, when they're coming to dance into our space. So that's what's happening now. These institutions are learning and they're on their way back to try to take over and regulate what we have in this space. Okay? So now, your goal is to be able to get as much as you can before they regulate it to the point where you can't do much in this space. So you ahead of the what? You're ahead of the game. We're ahead of the game. That's why Bitlocity is so important for us to get as much of this Bitcoin as we can before they try to take back total control of your digital currency. Because right now, they're out of the game. Bank of America has filed for their cryptocurrency custody license, and other banks are doing it right now to get back in this space. That's what I was trying to tell you about the CBDCs. Now, with that being said, let me help you with Bitlocity for a second. How does Bitlocity work? We're gonna go over that real quick. I'm gonna explain it in a way that you can understand it. So I worked with Ben yesterday, and Ben is a truck driver. So imagine being a truck driver. Now we're talking about with Bitlocity, in order to become a member, you first got to start with your yearly membership fee. That's $25. So even if you get involved, you need how much Bitcoin? $25, okay? To become a member of Bitlocity. Now, once you start the Bitlocity program, there are 4 types of income in Bitlocity. It's 2 systems, but 4 income streams. 2 systems, but 4 income streams. Now, what are the income streams? We got what you call a infinity loop, or infinity line. Okay? Y'all with me so far?
Yes.
All right, now.
Yeah.
The infinity lines are passive income streams where you literally don't have to do nothing. But you want to do something, by default, you want to tell as many people as you can. But if you don't tell nobody, you're still going to make money. Now, it benefits you from telling people, because the more people come in, the more loops you're going to make. Now, let's talk about the loop. Now, use this scenario. Ben is a truck driver. So when Ben gets to his drop-off point, sometimes there are trucks already waiting to be unloaded. So in order for Ben to unload, he got to get in line. But in this scenario, send Dina your referral link. Okay. Laura, hold on. Laura, please send. Let me just tell Laura something. Hold on. Let me tell Laura. All right, let me tell Laura. Let me send Laura. Let me tell. Okay. I'm gonna ask Laura to do something. Yeah, let me tell Laura to do something for me. All right, hold on a second, Laura. She sent me a message. All right, let's see. Guys, when I do stuff, I'm not about racing. Everything I do is in order and in timing. And it's all about education and duplication. I'm interested in teaching. And then once I wrap my mind around what I'm doing, and then we'll start the journey, but it's never a race. Let me just send this lady this information real quick, Laura. Laura, just bear with me a second. Bear with me. Okay, Laura, let's see. Send, you have it. Let me just call her and tell her. Now, guys, so while I'm calling Laura, so Ben is at the place, he got a truckload of firehouses on his truck. And he got to deliver the firehouses to the state of Arizona. Laura, you there? Laura, you can send her the link, my link. We're on Zoom, baby. We're on Zoom doing Bitlocity, Laura. Yeah. So, but you can come over to that Zoom, but do me a favor, please, and send her my link that I sent you, okay? Oh, 25 to life is on today? Okay. Thank you. And you can give us an update on that later on then, since you over there, and I'll give you an update over here. I appreciate you, Laura. Thank you, baby. Thank you. All right. Now, guys, so listen, see, we working together. Now, Ben has drove his truck from California to Arizona. And when he get to the dock to unload, okay, he got lucky this time. He in the very front. There are no trucks in the parking lot, and he can pull up to the unloading dock. Now, this is the way that the infinity loops work. Ben is going to pull up to the unloading dock. And while Ben is sitting there, it's 10 trucks that pull up behind Ben. Y'all with me? Tell me you got that so far. Do you see the picture? Y'all see the picture?
I see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now Ben is at the loading dock, and he put 10 trucks that pulled behind Ben. So now that's going to be Bitlocity. The first person in Bitlocity is going to become Ben. The first person going to get their link. So when Ben pulls up to the loading dock the first time, There are three people that help you make your money on the infinity loop. That's you, and you the first person in line, being the person behind you, being, and the person behind that person. So it's you and two people that make your money in the loops. So being the sitting at the loading dock. So when being first come in, let's say he was the first person in Bitlocity to get his link, being gonna pay $25. That $25 chances are gonna go to the company. But guess what's gonna happen? This is how it works. The person behind being, everybody say the person behind being.
Person behind me.
The person behind me.
That's right. And that's a person behind you. It's going to be you. You're applying it to yourself. So the person behind being, as soon as being paid his $25, the person behind being is going to sign up with their link. They're going to have to pay $25. So that $25 that they pay is coming to being. So being got his money back. Everybody say being got his money back. Woo, glory.
Got his money
Being
back.
got his money back.
Being got his money back. Now, being is still in line. But being also, when he looked on his truck, Ben still had some other products on his truck that they didn't take off. So Ben need to get the rest of the products off of his truck. So Ben need to go to the back of the line. But before Ben can go to the back of the line, something happens. This is what happens. Person number 3 pays for Ben to get to the back of the line. Ben can't just go to the back of the line. That's called a re-entry. Everybody say re-entry.
Re-entry.
Re-entry. Re-entry. So now, the person number 3, you got Ben, you got the person behind Ben paid Ben his money back, and person number 3 pays for Ben's re-entry. Ben got to go to the back of the line. When Ben look up, there are 30 people in line. Now Ben can go to the back of the line. Let me hear y'all say he went to the back of the line. Woo!
The back of the line.
He went to the back. Y'all got to get excited. Y'all got to get, I'm the only person in here excited. Ben went to the back of the line. Now watch this. Yeah.
I might lose power, but I'll stay on as long as I can.
Oh, you gotta plug that phone up. Listen. Okay, now listen, guys.
No, I'm driving.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, baby. So listen, guys. So when Ben went to the back of the line, there are 30 people in front of Ben. They all gonna go through the same process that Ben went through. Okay? They're gonna pay their money the first time they come into that line. The person behind them gonna do what? Gonna give them their money back, and the third person gonna pay for them to go behind Ben. So now, when Ben get back to the loading dock, guess what's gonna happen? Ben don't ever have to take no more money out of his pocket. When Ben get to the loading dock, they're gonna give Ben $25. Everybody say they're gonna give Ben $25.
They're gonna give Ben $25.
Give Ben $25.
Yeah, I like
That's right.
real talk.
They're gonna give Ben $25 in Bitcoin this time. Okay? And look, when they give Ben $25, that's it. Now, when Ben pulled up to the dock, okay, who gave Ben the $25? The person behind Ben gave him what? The $25. Okay, so Ben gonna get that $25, and then the person behind the person who gave Ben the $25 is gonna pay for Ben to go back to the back of the line again. So where did Ben up? Ben end up being number 60. So now Ben go all the way to the back of the line, and he number 60. So now, in order for Ben to get another $25, he needs a person behind him is 61, and he needs 62 to end up behind him. So now everybody else and got service being back at the loading dock. So as soon as Ben get to the loading dock, number 61 behind Ben gonna give Ben how much? $25 more. Let me hear you say he got $25 more in Bitcoin. Come on, y'all.
$25 more in
Bitcoins.
He got $25 more in Bitcoin. That's right. And then the person behind the person who paid Ben's way, they're gonna pay for Ben to go back to the back of the line. So now Ben is on the way to the back of the line. Ben go to the back of the line, and now he number 90. So he got 90 people in front of him. So now Ben gonna wait in line, and as Ben waiting in line, people are coming behind Ben. So before Ben know it, he gonna be back at the front of the line. So when Ben get back to the front of the line, number 92, Ben is number 90. So number 91. Oh man, Larry Murray said he just purchased $2,000 in Bitcoin. Woo! He just sent me a message. He said he taking his money out of the bank.
I just asked.
I know that's right.
Look, he called me this morning. He's an Earl. I said, what? He said, I got $1,000 and I done made $300 or $400. He said, if I move more money out, wouldn't it make more sense to move more money? I said, of course it would, because the money in the bank working for the bank, Larry. The bank is making 3,000. And just like you made the 200 on your 1,000, you're gonna make, instead of making 200 this time, you put 3,000 over there, you're gonna be making 600. He said, let me go to the bank. Y'all see that? Now, here we go. Now, here we go. Being is back up at front of the line again. Now it's time for the person behind being to give him $24 more in Bitcoin, $25 more in Bitcoin. When he get that $25, the guy behind him paid it. Now being the third person behind being gonna pay for him, go to the back of the line. That's how the loop works. Any questions on the loop? Y'all should have it. Y'all see how it works now?
I got that part.
Okay. Now we got two loops. We got a $25 loop, and everybody said we got a $50 loop.
At 25.
Got a $50 loop.
Yeah, we got a 20.
$50.
There you go. There you go. So we got two loops. So you got to make a choice for your family. How many loops you want to be in? Woo! Yeah. I almost be in both loops. So now, so you pay 25 for your membership fee. Then you pay 25 for your infinity loop, infinity line, which is $25 unlimited commissions in infinity line for 25. And then when you put another 50, that's gonna give you unlimited 50. So you're gonna be getting 25 and you're gonna be getting 50 in Bitcoin. 25, you're gonna be getting 50. You could get 25 and 50 at the same time, depending upon where you are in what? In line. Oh, yes. That's free Bitcoin. Now, we're gonna talk about the leverage system. Everybody say leverage system.
Leverage system.
Leverage system.
Okay, now, I'm gonna tell y'all how the leverage system works. This is how the leverage system works. Now, the leverage system has two income streams. One income stream, if you pay $75, you're gonna get half of everything that everybody in your organization spend. Now, this is how I'm gonna paint the picture for you that most people can understand it. Now, let's say you're a Black person in America. I really want you to get this. And you're a Black person in America, and Johnny Cochran has started working on getting us a reparations check before he died. Y'all with me so far? Y'all with me with this story? Y'all with me?
Yes.
Okay, now, all right, now listen to this. This is how you can explain this. So Johnny Cochran sued the government to get us a reparations check. And the government finally decided to give all, and Alex, you in India, okay? You can use my scenario. In India, it works the same way. So now listen to this, guys. So every Black person in America is going to get a check. Now, and Walmart knows that those reparations checks, just like those stimulus checks, are going to come out. Walmart knows that those reparations checks are going to come out like stimulus checks. So Walmart says, if you bring your family members and friends to Walmart, y'all listen carefully, Walmart is going to give you half of everything that they buy in the store. Woo, y'all hear that? Come on, y'all. Y'all hear what I said?
Yeah.
Okay, now.
That's 50%, baby.
Say it again, Jay.
That's 50%.
So now, listen to this. In order for you to get half, you got to pay $75 to get into the leverage system. Everybody say, I must pay $75.
I pay $75
to get into the leverage system.
To get into the leverage system.
Now that $75 is like you paying Walmart $75. Walmart says that if you bring that customer that stimulus check with that reparations check to Walmart, you pay me $75. Fred, Paulette, Deontay, Alex, Lula. When you bring that person with that check to Walmart, you're gonna pay $75 to get in the store. But when you get in the store, you're gonna get 50% on everything that they buy. Okay. Now, what do we have for sale in Bitlocity? We got the $75 level. We got the $100 level. We got the $200 level. We got the $500 level. We got the $750 level.
All
We got, huh? Come on now. We got we got the $1,000 level. We got the $5,000 level. We got the $10,000 level. We got the $20,000 level. We got the $50,000 level, and we got the $100,000 level. Woo! Listen to me. So when you pay $75, when you bring a person in the store, you don't know what product they're gonna buy, do you?
No.
But you know they're gonna spend some money, right?
Everybody spend money at Walmart.
Thank you. So when you come into the leverage system, when you bring a person in, if you pay $75 and they decide to go all the way up to the $100,000 level, you're gonna get half of everything that they buy. Y'all got me? Now that's half. So half means there's another half on the table. Now stick with me, stick with me, stick with me. Now, Walmart says that when you bring that person in the store, when they buy, they can buy as many products as they want, from the 75 all the way up to the what? All the way up to the $100,000 spot. But when they buy their number two, when they buy their product number 3, you got to give that money up. That's called a pass up. When they buy product number 10, you can't get half. You're gonna pass it up to your sponsor. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
When you get the product number, when they buy number 3 and number 10, that's a pass up. You don't get that money. That 50% goes to your sponsor. Okay, you can collect after when they buy product number 3, whether it's the $75 level or the $500 level. When they buy product number 3, you're gonna pass that up. Okay, you're gonna pass up anything. Or let's say it this way: the third person that you bring in, you don't make no money off of that third person. Okay, the 10th person that you bring in, you're not gonna make no money off that 10th person. Okay, now on your 11 through 1 and 2, you're gonna make all the 50%. 3 is a pass up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You make 50% on anything they buy. Okay. Number 10, that 50% goes to your sponsor. Now 11 through infinity, you make 50% on everything, on every person that you bring in. You can make 50% on every product that they make. Okay, y'all with me? There is no pass up from the upper half after you get to your 11th person. Got me?
Got you.
Now, y'all understand how the upper part works in the leverage system? Does that make sense?
Yes, just pass the money up and keep the person.
Yep. You pass the money up, but you're gonna keep the person. I'm gonna tell you why that's important right now. So now, when you come in with $75, you bring me in. You don't know how much money I'm gonna spend. Some people gonna get that check and they're gonna say that, like, income tax is ready to come out right now. Let's be real. The stimulus checks are coming and the income tax are coming. So Walmart is saying, if you bring that income tax check here and you bring that stimulus check here, we're gonna give you 50% of everything a person buys. So you don't know, I got my reparations check, I got my stimulus check, and I got my income tax check. So when I go in that store, you don't know how much I'm gonna buy. Now, if you don't pay the $75, you don't get none of that. You hear me? If you don't pay the 75, you don't get none of that money. Y'all understand that?
Yes.
Okay. You mean if I don't pay 75, I get zilch?
You don't get half of nothing that your people buy. You don't get half of nothing. So you don't get half. So now, when you bring me in, Jay bring me in. I'm under Jay. Jay bring me in. Guys, I'm going all the way up to the $100,000 level. Let me tell you what that means. That means Jay going to get half of $37.50. Jay going to get half of $100. That's $50. Jay going to get half of the $200. Okay, he getting half of the $200. Now remember, I'm Jay's first person. I'm his first person. So since I'm his first person, he gonna make 100%. I mean 50% of all of that. He gonna get in the upper half. So now he gonna get half of the 200. He gonna get half of the 500. He gonna get half of the 700. That's $3,350. Half of 700, $350. He gonna get half of the 1,000, that's 500. This is in Bitcoin. He gonna get half of the $1,000, that's 500. He gonna get half of the 5,000, that's 2,500 in Bitcoin. He can get half of the 10,000, that's 5,000 in Bitcoin. He can get half of the 20,000, that's 10,000 in Bitcoin. He can get half of the 50,000, that's 25,000 in Bitcoin. He can get half of the 100,000, that's 50,000 Bitcoin. All you paid was how much?
75. I'm rich.
$75. Woo! Woo! And all you paid was 70. That's called people mining Bitcoin. That's how we accumulate our Bitcoin. Now, the other 50% is still on the table. Now let's talk about the other 50%. I'm gonna do screen share and I'm gonna show y'all a diagram, okay? I'm gonna show y'all a diagram because I want you to understand how the other 50% work. Now, in the bottom half of that 50%, there's a 1x3 matrix. There's a 1x3 matrix. And in that 1x3 matrix, that 50%, the system says, when you bring me in, it's gonna say, okay, did Earl in the upper matrix, did Earl pay $75? If I paid the $75, they're gonna say, okay, he bringing Jay in. So since Earl paid 75, he in position to get half of everything that Jay get in the upper part of this program because Earl paid the 75. So bam. So now Jay go all the way up to the $5,000 level. So I'm gonna get 50% of 75, 100, 200, 500, all the way up to what? 5,000. Okay, and I'm the number one person, the first person you brought in. First person you brought in. So now, the bottom half of that money, the system look at your 1x3 matrix. It's 3 positions in your 1x3 matrix. Now, the first position, you get the bottom half of the 50%, but it's a condition. It's one condition of whether or not you can collect that money or not. Okay. The second position, you also get what? 50%, the bottom half of that 50%. Okay, but you got to meet a certain condition. The third position is a re-entry. Everybody say re-entry.
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 The third position in your bottom part of that matrix is nothing you can do. That's always a pass up. That's a re-entry for you. Just like the person paid for being to go to the back of the line, there's a re-entry on the 1x3. So now, when you bring a person in, they fall into both of your matrices. They fall into the unilevel leverage system up top where you can get 50% of everything except person number 3 and person number 10. Now, on the bottom half, the computer program going to say this. It's going to say, okay, Earl brought in his first person. He brought in Lula, and Lula going to spend some money. Now, it's going to say, okay, let me first see where Earl is. Earl bought the 25 Infinity. Earl bought the $50 Infinity. And Earl also bought the $75 level. So now, because Earl bought the $75 level on the leverage system, he can get at least half of everything that Lula buy. But now watch this. Lula came into the store, my first person. Lula only bought the $75 level. That's all she bought. So in the upper half, I'm gonna get what? $37.50. Everybody say $37.50.
$37.50.
All right, now that leaves $37.50 on the bottom half. So on the upper half, because Lula bought, because I had $75 in, I'm gonna get half of that $37.50, or if she had put 100,000, I'm gonna get half of everything to 100,000. Now the bottom half in the 1x3, it says, okay, now Earl, I got to see how much money you're gonna be able to make on the bottom half. The only way you get money on the bottom half, you got to take the earnings from your upper half and upgrade to the bottom. So now, when the other half of Lula, when the other half of that $37.50, the computer program going to check. It's going to say, hey, what levels are Earl on the bottom? It say, well, Earl paid $75, so he at least paid to get half of the $75 level on the bottom. So now it checks to see if I'm on the $75 level on the bottom. Because everybody who pays $75, you in the upper level and say, I'm also on the lower level. Let me hear you say that.
You're on the
The
upper level.
upper level, and I'm also in the lower level.
You're in the lower level on the $75 level only. You only gonna be able to collect the bottom half off of the $75 level unless you upgrade from the profit from the upper level to the bottom level. Y'all got that?
Yes.
Got it.
You got that? If you don't take your money and upgrade so you can get the other 50%, which is gonna be 100% commission on each person, except the pass up on number 3. If you don't upgrade, this is what happens. I bring in my person number 2. Pay attention. I bring in Fred. I bring in Fred as my second person. Now watch this. Lula filled up the position number 1 on the upper level. And then in my 1x3, Lula filled in the circle, the first circle of my 1x3. I got the system check and it said, Earl, you only eligible to get half of the 75. That's all Lula bought. So I got my $37. Now, where are we now? I bring in my second person. The second person fills the spot of my upper level, the number 2 position. Also in the bottom, the second person is going to fill the circle, my number 2 circle in my 1x3. Now, let's deal with the upper part first. Now, Fred came in and Fred said $75 is not enough money for me. Fred saying, I'm going all the way to the $1,000 level. So Fred put in $1,000. Now, guess what? On the upper half, I'm gonna get half of 30 of the 75. I'm gonna get half of the what? Half of the 100, half of the 200, half of the 500, half of the 750, half of the 1,000, and I'm gonna get half of the 2,000. Y'all got that?
Got it.
Now, on the bottom, it says now, what is Earl eligible for on the bottom? Now, number 1, I don't fell in the number 2 spot, which means I can get that commission. It's not going to my sponsor. Now, the system gonna say, Earl, you ain't upgraded yet. So you ain't upgraded. You on the 75 just like Ben. I mean, just like Lula. You on the $75 just like Lula, but Fred spent more money. So in my number 2 circle on the bottom, it's gonna say, what is Earl qualified? Fred spent 75, so Earl qualified for that. So I'm gonna get the $37 in the bottom half. Y'all got me? Y'all got me?
Got you.
Come on, y'all. Who else got me?
We got it.
Okay.
Got it.
Now, it's gonna say Earl only can get 75 because he ain't upgraded. Now, guess what? Fred also spent 100. So I got Fred $50 up top, but I cannot get the $50 down the bottom. Guess what happened to that $50? That $50 gonna go up to my sponsor if my sponsor is there. If my sponsor's not there, it's gonna go up to his sponsor to see if he got the $50 level. Y'all with me so far?
Yes.
Yep. There you go. Now, it takes the $100. I'm not there. I lose that 50 in the bottom. It checks the 200 to see if I'm gonna get the bottom half of that 200. I'm not there. It goes up. It checked the 500. I'm not there. So that 250 I got from Fred on the bottom, guess what? My sponsor grading, and it's gonna send you an email. Everybody say it's gonna send me an email. Woo!
Email.
Email.
It's gonna send you an email and tell you you just lost half of 100. You lost half of the 200 on the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah. You're gonna miss. It's gonna tell you that you lost half of the 750. It's gonna tell you lost half of the 1,000. Woo. Okay. Now that's gonna give you an incentive to do what? Upgrade on the bottom.
Correct.
Y'all got that? That's the program.
Correct.
That's it. That's how the program works, guys. That's how the program works. So now, the same way you pass up your number, same way you listen. Now use this. Hold on. Let's go to number 3. Now, on the bottom, on the top, you get person number 3. Okay. Now, let's say there's Mary. Mary come in with just $75. So Mary come in with $75. She hit your number 3 spot. So number 3 is a what? Pass up, right? So you don't get that commission. That number 3 passes up. You don't get none of that. Even if Marion went from the $75 level all the way up to the 100,000, you're not getting none of that on the number 3. All of that commission goes to your sponsor. Y'all got me?
Got it.
Now, on the bottom, she fell in your number 3 on your number 3 in the 1x3, that's a pass up too. So your number 3 on the bottom is a re-entry for you. You don't get none of that commission. That goes to who? Your sponsor. Now let's go. Now let's go to number 4. Let's go to number 4, and we done with this. We done with the Zoom. When you go to number 4, it's gonna check and see what? It's gonna check and see if Paulette. It's gonna Paulette. Our sponsor Paulette. So Paulette ready to come in. So Paulette said, "Man, forget about this. I'm coming in on the $5,000 level." So now I'm already straight. The computer system say, "Look, Paulette just came in. Let me see how much money Earl gonna make on the upper level." It's gonna say, "Is Earl? Did Earl spend $75?" Yep. Well, Earl is eligible to get 50% of every level up to the 5,000 on Paulette. So I'm gonna get half of 75, $37.50. I'm gonna get half of 100, that's $50. I'm gonna get half of 200, that's 100. I'm gonna get half of 500, that's 250. I'm gonna get half of 700, that's 350. I'm gonna get half of 1,000, that's 500. I'm gonna get half of what? I'm gonna get half of there's 1,000. Then we go to, let's see. I want to make sure. 2,000. You get half of 2,000, that's 1,000. And then we go to 5,000. So I'm gonna get half of 5,000. Guys, that's $2,500 Bitcoin. So I got half of everything. Y'all with me?
Ooh, yeah.
Now, let me tell you what happens down at the bottom. Your 1x3 is gonna cycle out and re-enter you. So your 4th person fell in your number 4, on your number 1 spot of your 1x3. Because when you cycle on your number 3 person, when you did that pass up on the bottom, your 1x3 cleared out. So now you got an ability to get 2 more commissions before you send another commission up to your sponsor on the bottom. So now your number 4 person fell into what? That's Paulette. She fell into my number 1 position. So now the computer, and this time, guess what? I upgraded. So I upgraded to the $5,000 level on the bottom. So now watch this. So Paulette, remember, she upgraded to, she spent 5,000, right? Okay, now watch what happens. On the bottom, in my number 1 position that re-entered, I'm gonna get 50% of the 75 because I upgraded. I'm gonna get 50% of the 100. I'm gonna get 50% of the 200. I'm gonna get 50% of the 500. I'm gonna get 50% of the 750, of the 700. I'm gonna get 50% of the 1,000, 50% of the 2,000, and I'm gonna get 50% of the 5,000. I'm getting 20. I got 100% of everything because I got the upper and the lower of everything that Paulette brought into the business. Y'all got that?
Yes.
All right, that's the program. That's the way the program works, right there. Any questions for me before we go?
This
Anybody?
is a recording, right?
It's recorded. Yeah, Jeremiah.
Yeah, can you hear me okay? Is my mic working?
I can hear you well, Jeremiah.
Hi, Earl. How are you, my friend?
I'm excited, brother.
I am too. I'm so blessed to be here today.
Wow.
I like to say hello to everybody, and I want to ask you a question because this question might be brought up to me.
Yeah.
When you use the USD to transfer your fruits into the USD,
yeah,
and there is a small charge. I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
The question is, why wouldn't you put it in the fiat wallet?
Well, actually, no.
Is it the same fee also?
What you using the crypto.com?
Yes, sir.
You probably can. You can put it in the fiat wallet, but let me tell you the difference so y'all understand what that means. Great question, brother. Putting it in the fiat wallet allows you to draw it back to your bank account like Cash App. I'm gonna repeat what I just said. I'm gonna repeat what I just said. Brother, that's $1 million question. Okay, now, when you transfer your profit to the fiat wallet, that means that you can withdraw that to your bank account, back to your debit card in crypto.com. Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Jeremiah, you understood that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That means, say it again, Jeremiah.
Yes, that's a great answer. I appreciate that.
That means, guys, I'm so glad he covered that. You can withdraw your Bitcoin back to your bank account in crypto.com by moving your money to the fiat wallet. That means that you can go over there and say withdraw, and you can withdraw it back to your credit card. It goes right into your bank.
The fees are higher though.
Yeah, the bank ready to make some money off you now. They in the game now, bro. You just brought your bank into the crypto space. Woo!
Thank you all.
Now, remember I told y'all the banks got fired? Now, you just gave them a reason to make money in the crypto space. Because listen, I'm not concerned about bringing them back right now. Okay, because I'm using my regular money to pay my bills with. So now there are going to be times when you're going to be able to say, okay, I'm going to tell you where I am now. I'm at the point now where every dime, every piece of money that come in, the first thing I want to do is what? I want to move it to crypto. Somebody got to mute out. Let's see what that is. Okay, I got it. So now, let's see. Hold on. Okay. I muted Jay. I was Jay. So listen to me, guys. So now I have made the transaction. I have made the transition mentally. I made the mental transition. So when money come in now, all right. So in order for y'all to understand this, let me do this part for everybody. And this can close out the workshop. This is something they don't teach you in school. This is a class that I'm teaching to the world, and it's going to be taught in my financial literacy institutes. All right. We start here. This is what they didn't teach us in school. That's why we're in the position that we're in. When you receive $1, the relationship between you and your dollar is never, ever supposed to be separate. From the time that you trade your life for that dollar, when you receive the dollar in exchange for your time, the relationship between you and that dollar is never supposed to be separated. But they don't teach you about money in school. So in order to understand how the relationship of you and a dollar is not supposed to ever sever, you got to understand the 3 properties of the dollar. Let me hear y'all say the 3 properties of a dollar.
3 properties of a dollar.
The 3 properties of a dollar. So now, let's start our journey. In order for you to keep your money, because when a dollar come in, that's your seed money. And it's in the Bible. So when you plant a seed in fertile ground, it's supposed to produce fruit. So when a dollar come in from the day you was born, you got your first dollar, there was something you were supposed to do that they never taught you to do. Now, I'm going to teach it to you today, and it'll be with you the rest of your life. And that's when the way I'm sharing this, and the reason I'm using these print, the reason I'm explaining how to move your profit is because I prayed to God to give me wisdom on what was happening with my money and allow me to understand money. So I didn't get this out of no book. This was God's wisdom. And he gave me this. So when a dollar come in, that dollar has 3 properties that you must be aware of. And if you are aware of those 3 properties, the relationship between you and your dollar will never be separated. So let's start with property number 1. In order to invest it, you must first possess it. So the first property of a dollar is physical what? Possession. Let me hear y'all say physical possession. Ooh, come on now. Come on. Physical possession. Got to get these properties. What's the first property of a dollar? Everybody say physical possession.
Physical possession.
Physical possession. So you've been possessing them, you've been getting them, but you ain't know what to do with them when you possess it. So you can't invest a dollar that you don't have, can you?
No.
So when you work your job, your first goal to work your job is to possess the money, the fruit, the seed. Your job, your job is to go possess the seed so the seed can produce fruit. So in order to invest it, in order to get more fruit, off of your seed, you first got to possess the seed. So your job, when you work in your 9 to 5, your job is to go accumulate the seeds so you can produce some fruit. Y'all got me? Y'all got me? Come on, tell me if you got me.
Yes.
Now, when you go to a job and you trade $1 for an hour, they give you $10. The first thing you do when you get that money, the first thing you do when you receive it, you say that the relationship between me and this dollar is never, ever supposed to be separate. So the first thing you got to do is think about how you're going to duplicate that dollar. Think about how you're going to duplicate that dollar. So now, you got the dollar. You understand that you must first possess it. That's rule number one. Property number one. Property number two. Property number two. Property number two is that every dollar has purchasing power. And when you understand, the Bible says that in all things gain understanding. So when a dollar comes in your hand, you must understand the purchasing power of your dollar. The banks understood the purchasing power of your what? Come on, y'all.
Of the dollar.
The banks understood the purchasing power of your dollar. And because you did not understand, they've been robbing you blind. So the second property of the dollar is purchasing power. And when you understand the purchasing power of your dollar, you can grow it exponentially to infinity. You understand it? So you've been possessing it, but you didn't understand the power, so you gave it to the bank. Hoogler. And then the bank understood it, and they've been making $3,333 off of every 100 you ever deposit. So the first property is the physical possession. The second property is the purchasing power of your money, and you must gain understanding. And when you understand the purchasing power of your dollar, you can grow it exponentially to infinity. Now, the third property of a dollar is that every dollar is a what? Employee. Say what, Mr. Dixon? Every dollar that comes in your hand was made to work for you. But what do you do with it? The first thing you think about is what? Spending it. So the dollar come in, I'm gonna work with Jeremiah. Jeremiah, unmute yourself. This is me and your ride right here. So I'm gonna work with Jeremiah for a second. So now I want y'all to use this example. So a dollar come in your hand, and when that dollar hits your hand, you need a bottle of water. So I sell water. So Jeremiah, you got the dollar. You with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you just accumulated the dollar. You possess it. You possess the dollar. You traded some hour for your dollar. You spent your life, which is your life. You traded it for what? For a dollar. And they gave you the seed, which is a dollar. You traded your hours, and they gave you a dollar for your time. Now, you need to drink a bottle of water. So what do? You buy the bottle of water from me. And when you buy the bottle of water from me, you're going to give me your dollar. When you give me your dollar, the moment that you give it to me, you're going to get the water. But the possession of your dollar transferred to who? Me.
Yes.
The purchasing power of your dollar transferred to who? To me. The ability for your dollar to work for you transferred from you, and it transferred to me. So now, you got the bottle of water, and I got the dollar. I possess your dollar. I understand the purchasing power. That's why I sold you the bottle of water, because I bought the bottle of water and I sold it to you. So I understood the purchasing power of your dollar. So I bought something and sold it to you so that I could get your dollar, so your dollar could go to work for me. So I possess your dollar. I understand the purchasing power of your dollar, and now your dollar work for me. So let's go back to you, Jeremiah. So now, Jeremiah, you got the water.
Yes.
But now you're going to drink that water. And the minute that you drink that water gonna go in your mouth, you're gonna urinate, and that water gonna be gone forever. So your relationship with that dollar is severed forever. You understand that?
Yeah.
I want y'all to wrap your mind around that. I want you to wrap your mind around it, because you're gonna learn something here. Now watch this right here. Now, how do he change the dynamic of this conversation? I'm gonna tell you how to do it. When that dollar comes in your hand, Jeremiah, first of all, when you buy a bottle of water from the movie theater, a bottle of water at the movie theater sells for $5.89 a bottle. That same bottle of water that you bought for $1, they buy it from Walmart and they sell it in the movie theater for how much? $5.89. So they understand the power of your dollar. Am I right or wrong?
That's right. Yes, sir.
Now watch this. This is how you fix what's broken. When a dollar come in, the first thing you do is learn how to duplicate. Everybody say, I got to duplicate it.
Okay.
Come on. So now that's what you got to do. You got to learn how to. The bank understood how to duplicate your money. So they knew if you didn't know no better, because they don't teach you, they don't put it in the books. They know that if you don't realize that spending is not no power, okay, it's duplication. Okay, so when the dollar come in, you say, I got to duplicate this dollar first. Now watch what happens. So now I sell Jeremiah the bottle of water. I got his dollar, but guess what he got? He got the bottle of water, but he never break the seal on the bottle of water. So then, as long as he don't break that seal, he still got the purchasing power of his dollar. Y'all understand that? Come on, y'all.
Yes, yes.
Huh? Huh? Let me tell you something. Walmart has a mountain of bottles in Walmart right now. What did Walmart do? They gave up the dollars and they never broke the seals on the cases of water sitting on the floor. Come on, y'all. Y'all ain't feeling me. Come on now. You can go to Walmart right now.
Oh, yeah.
Walmart has the purchasing power of your dollar sitting on the floor. And Walmart is going to sell your money and duplicate their money. Now watch this. So now, Jeremiah, you got the bottle of water. Now what are you going to do? You're going to sell the bottle of water. You're not going to drink the water, Jeremiah. You're going to duplicate it. Let me hear you say I'm going to duplicate it.
I'm gonna duplicate.
You're going to duplicate. You're going to take the dollar, you're going to turn it into $2. You're going to go to the movie theater, you're going to sell them the bottle of water wholesale. And you're going to sell it to them for $2. Right? Now, the minute that you sell that bottle of water to the movie theater for $2, you got your original dollar back, and your relationship was never what? Severed. Woo! Y'all ain't feeling me. Y'all ain't feeling me. Y'all ain't understanding. Y'all don't understand what's going on here. Because let me tell you what happened. The minute that he sold that bottle of water, like Walmart is doing you every day, like Sam's Club is doing you every day, the minute that he sold it, he doubled that dollar, he got his original dollar back. And not only do he got the original dollar, he got the fruit off of his dollar. Y'all ain't hearing me. Now watch what. Because now he gonna be able to put the original dollar back in savings. That's his seed money. And his seed provided what? Fruit. That's what we're doing with the Bitcoin. So now is it making sense? Is it making sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
So now watch this. So he took the original dollar and he put it back into his bank account. Now he took the fruit and he went and bought a bottle of water. He have earned the right to drink. You have not earned the right to drink until you have duplicated your money. You have not earned the right to drink until you have duplicated your money, until you have planted it in the fertile soil. When you get the seed, the Bible says that you should plant it in fertile soil. So when you bring that dollar in, you're going to have to duplicate it and produce fruit. So what Jeremiah did, he sold the bottle of water for $2. Now watch this right here. Now Jeremiah, how old are you, Jeremiah? How old are you?
40.
You're 40 years old. Now listen to me carefully, y'all. If somebody had taught this to Jeremiah, now you parents, I need you to hear me. Because it's y'all responsibility to teach your children about money. Giving a child money without teaching them what to do with it is like giving them a loaded gun. And if you are giving your kids money, don't teach them what I just taught you, you are giving your kid a loaded gun that's killing every black kid in America, every Indian kid in India, every Jewish kid in Jerusalem. You are killing your own babies because you're giving them loaded guns and not teaching them how to use the gun. Now, y'all hear me?
Yes.
You are responsible for every kid that are dying for heart attacks because they're out here working from dollar to dollar and paycheck to paycheck because they've never been taught what to do with their money. The school system is not responsible for teaching financial literacy to your children. You are responsible. Now let's go back. Now, Jeremiah is 40 years old. That means that if he had applied the three principles, the three properties of God's spending, not Earl's, I prayed for it. This belonged to God. This wisdom belonged. I don't pray for things, I pray for wisdom. And God gave me this. So when I prayed for it, God gave me his three properties, okay, of spending and investing. Physical possession is number one. He told me that the relationship between me and my money was never ever supposed to be severed. And then he said, if you apply these principles when you receive money, your money will never be separated from you. He taught me that in order for me to invest it, I must first invest it. He said, now when you possess it, it's your seed. Everybody say it's my seed money. Really, it's your
Seed,
seed
this
money.
one seed.
And when you get the
Seed.
seed, you're supposed to plant your seed in fertile soil. When you put your money in Bitcoin, do you know what you are doing? You are putting your seed in fertile soil. Huh? Now, because when you plant your seed, it's gonna produce fruit. So that was property number 2. Property number 1 was the physical possession. Property number 2 was that when you get your money has purchasing power. And when you understand the purchasing power of your dollar, you can grow it exponentially to infinity. When you take money and you bring it out of you employ, you give it to, and you bring it to Bitcoin, you now have a chance to grow it exponentially to what? To infinity. Number 3, every dollar works for you. So now, Jeremiah's situation. Let's just say Jeremiah, in 40 years of his life, he have acquired $10 million. By taking every dollar and turning every dollar into $2, when you take the first dollar, you put it back into your what? Savings. The second dollar, you can spend it. That literally means that if he had acquired $10 million in his lifetime, he would still have $10 million and when he was spent $10 million. Do y'all understand what I just said?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can only spend $1 when you have made $1 off of $1. And when you make that dollar off the dollar, you put the original dollar back into your savings. The relationship between you and your money will never be separated. Every dollar that you will hit your hand, you will have it from the day that you were born until the day that you touch that first dollar. When you die, you will still have that dollar in your possession. The reason that we are dying from stress in our communities is because the school systems that we thought was responsible for teaching us, they left the financial education module out of the school system. The Bible says we perish for a lack of what? Knowledge. We're done. So now that's why you're making a change. You're moving dumb money from the bank and you're putting it into digital currency, what makes it smart money. And then when you make that money, you're going to grow it exponentially to infinity. And every dollar that you acquire now on the outside becomes an employee. And you're bringing it to your ecosystem and you get the understanding of the power of your dollar. You grow it exponentially to infinity. And then as it grows, the seed produces the fruit. And then you pay your bills off of the what? You don't pay your bills with the seed. You only pay your bills with the fruit off of the what? Seed. Y'all got me? Are we done?
Good job. Good job.
That's it. We've been paying our bills with the seed, guys. It's killing us.
I'd like to say something, Earl.
Go ahead, Jeremiah.
When I read the verse in the Bible, it said that man don't work, don't eat. You know, I said to myself, I have to grab the plow and till the land. And when you till land, you don't look back. So I'm not looking back of what was or wasn't, but tilling the land forward and watching the fruit grow behind me is just a blessing. And I'm really grateful for the knowledge you're sharing with us, because you can't pay for this kind of knowledge. This is really good stuff. I appreciate you, Earl.
You better say that again, Jeremiah. Amen to that.
I gotta go.
Y'all have a blessed weekend, and just keep tilling the land. And a man that tills does not look behind, because if you look behind, them lines ain't gonna be straight.
Yep.
So the straight and narrow path, till the ground, and let your fruits grow behind you. I think the aleph is a Hebrew letter, and it's considered the ox, and father's considered the ox, and we're plowing side by side. You know, when we can't pull that load, the ox is helping us pull, but our Savior is steering the way. You know.
Come on, bro.
All right. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Amen.
Y'all be blessed, and thank you for inviting me, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. Y'all go build your team. Now, anybody else got any questions before we go? Because my family think I'm crazy. Anybody else got a question? Anybody?
I got a quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
So I know on the Zoom training earlier, they were saying that we need to get a blockchain wallet. Do we have to? Or...
Well, what they're saying is this. I mean, you guys, because you're on my team, you got more knowledge now than anybody. Your blockchain wallet is very essential for you. If you want to move some of your fruit over to a blockchain wallet, that blockchain wallet is a good wallet. But I've introduced you guys to, now, let me tell you what he's saying so you understand. Nothing in life lasts forever, ever. All right. We don't know if atomic wallet will ever go down like Mount Gox back in the day. We don't know if we don't know if crypto.com how long it's gonna last. So they got something now. The coin, that wallet you were talking about, blockchain wallet. It's a wallet that don't require no identification. All it needs is a password and a username. When you set that wallet up, that's as much anonymous as you ever gonna remain anonymous is by setting up that blockchain wallet. It's fast, it's efficient, and it does not identify you. As long as you don't try to exchange no coins in that wallet, like we're doing Atomic Wallet, you're gonna be good. Because in the blockchain wallet, when you exchange a coin like Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin, you got to give them your ID. And whenever you do give them your ID in that blockchain wallet, they know who you are now. So as long as you use the blockchain wallet as a wallet of anonymity, that means you remain anonymous until you go over there and fill out your own KYC by trading coins in that wallet. Until then, your money remains a secret until you expose it to whoever. So the blockchain wallet is a good wallet to have. But we got stuff that most people that was on that Zoom don't have today because of me teaching you. You got your crypto.com, that's a wallet. You can send your money to crypto.com, to your Bitcoin account in crypto.com. Same way. In Atomic Wallet, that's a wallet. That Bitcoin address is a wallet. You can have your money come straight to Atomic Wallet out of the Bitlocity program. You put that wallet address, that money coming to that wallet address. Y'all got me? Now, if you want a blockchain wallet, you can use a blockchain wallet. But when you put that blockchain wallet address, that Bitcoin that they send you out of the Bitlocity program is going straight to that blockchain wallet, and then you have to move it over to what? You have to move that money over to Atomic Wallet, because I don't suggest you take your profit out, guys. When you start Bitlocity, you're gonna be getting Bitcoin. You're gonna see some fruit. You got that? You can't. You don't want to exchange the fruit in your blockchain wallet. You can exchange the fruit over in what? Atomic Wallet. That's our secret weapon. Now, so you're gonna be getting a lot of Bitcoin if you share this with your community, and you give them a system like you got, where they can now bring dumb money to smart money to our ecosystem, make fruit off of it. You only gonna grow by sharing this education with the people in your community. You got to make them feel raped the same way you have felt. Yeah, Atomic Wallet is better. You got to make them feel raped just like you feel like you've been raped. And then they're gonna say, what's the solution? Say you got to put your money in Bitcoin, let Bitcoin work for you. Got that? And then you teach them what I've taught you. You bring them to our Zooms, you tell them, you show them how to set up $100 and show them how to take the fruit off. And once they start seeing the fruit, you won't have to tell them too much more. They're gonna start
definitely true.
They're gonna start seeing how they're being robbed. They're gonna say, I can't go back to that old system. Guys, y'all seen it. Let me look at my wallet right quick. Let's see where it is right now. Let me just go look while I was sitting here talking to you. All right, let me look. I'm just gonna look and see what it's like right now. Who see what the price of Bitcoin is? Y'all see what the price of Bitcoin is right now? Anybody know what it is? All right, I'm going to Atomic Wallet. I'm gonna look real quick. Okay, let's see.
Last time I looked, it was a little bit below 33. I don't know now.
Okay, so now while I was talking, I lost a little money, but I'm okay because I can't never get that back because I didn't move those profits. But right now, I'm still at let's see, crypto.com. Let me go over here. All right, so I got my 11. Let me go and look. My balance 11,000. Let me go and see. All right. So now at this point, remember I was at 11. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna click on to see what it is right now. So, okay. So now, okay, it's 309. It's $543 profit over there. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Hold on. I'm a screenshot. All right, y'all remember? Y'all saw me move how much earlier today? 1,300, right?
Right.
All right. That's when we first got started. Now watch this. Watch this. All right, now we go over to crypto.com. I want you to see it with your own eyes. I'm gonna see how Bitcoin will work on me even while I was teaching y'all. That's God. That's truly God. And I love him. Watch this.
Amen.
Tell me he won't do it. This is the evidence. Now, let's see. Okay, hold on. Let's go back. It says 12,055. Okay, so actually, That's right. That's right. Because see what I did, I transferred the profit to USDT. So what it's giving you right now, it's not at 11,000. Okay. That's including my USDT plus my what? Plus my 5,500. So now I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret. So everybody who waited to the end, I got a little jewel for you. Okay. Now, I don't know when God gonna take me home. So every night I prepare as if though I'm going to spend time with God. So if he took me tonight, you wouldn't get this. But since you're here, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing with my money. Now watch this. Watch this. So there's a coin that's a well-kept secret right now. Okay, that coin, I'm gonna show it to you. Now, let me go back over here first. So you saw that I took 1,300, right? Watch this.
Yeah.
So I took 1,300. Let me go over and show you the 1,300 is in USD. So that's the 1,300 is sitting here. Let me show you. Now I'm gonna move that 1,300. It's not gonna stay there. Watch this. Now I'm gonna show you what I'm doing with it. Now that's the fruit from the day. Y'all see it?
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
if I leave it there, it's gonna be stable. But remember, I said when you receive money, you must do work with it. Work it. You got me? When it's stable, you are claiming your fruit. But when you get your fruit, if you know where to put your fruit can still be working while it's sitting. You got that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I know where to put. I got another coin that I know that's producing fruit. So now I take that 1392 and I already done moved it out of the Bitcoin, right? So it's stabilized right now. So I ain't got to worry about it going up or going down. But now I can put the 1,300 employees to work for me. Y'all got me?
Got you.
Oh, glory to God. Oh, I love this. Now watch this. So now there's a coin. There's a coin, and that coin is in my trust wallet. Now you had to come into some advanced training with me to learn how to get this coin. Now this coin, I'm gonna show it to you. Now, I want you to look at the top of my screen. Y'all see the top of my screen?
Yes.
That's all fruit from Bitcoin profits. Bitcoin made every bit of that. Plus, yeah, every bit of that. Every bit of that is fruit from Bitcoin.
Wow.
But now, when I remove the fruit, I work the fruit too. So now that corn right there, see that corn that says reserve rights corn?
RTR.
You see it? You see it say reserve rights?
Yeah.
Now, if I had left that money in USDT, it wouldn't have made, see it say it's up 19.89%. See it's up 1989. Y'all see that? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show it to 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 you. Watch this. Now watch this. So if I had let that money sit in USDT, it would have USDT remained stable. But because I know of other coins that produce fruit, I move my fruit
To
and I
make more
plant it.
fruit.
Yeah, I planted in some more fertile soil. I replant it.
Okay.
So now, by planting it in this coin, I've made 19% on that $6 grand.
My.
My.
So where do you think the 1,300 comes up?
Oh yeah.
Right there.
In the RTR.
Yeah. Now, let me tell y'all what this is. Now, I got to show you how to even set yourself up to even get this coin. All right, now, when you get this coin right here, I'm gonna click on it, and let's see, reserve information. Let me see if I can go to the information on this coin right here. The reserves, it says the reserve team goal is to make the most accessible, economically strongest, and most robust attack currency. This coin is going to be America's weapon. This coin going to be used by Fortune 500 companies, and they got two coins. They got a stable coin, which is the RSR coin, which is the coin of their blockchain. That coin is like XLM and Binance coin. That coin can go up in value. So you've been seeing that it went up by 12.74% just today. Y'all see that? That's the day's growth. Over the day that coin grew by 12.7. Now, this coin is owned by a PayPal owner and other Fortune 500 company owners. And they're now buying these coins in secrecy. That's right. It's going to be a beast. So now let me show you what I was able to do. Now pay attention to what I'm going to show you. Now, how many coins do I have? Look at the screen.
Wow.
Now, pay attention to what you see right here. I'm going to show you what that means to you. I'm going to show you what that means. I'm going to show you what that means. Watch this. Watch this. I'll tell you what that means. Watch this. So now, it's $6,338 in coins. But how many coins is it, though? Look at that. How many coins is that?
218,000.
Wow.
Let me tell you what that means. That means when that coin hit $1 very soon, that 6,000 will no longer be 6,000. How much is going to be?
Ooh.
It's going to be $218,000.
Oh.
Y'all ain't hearing me. The fruit, I put the fruit in fertile soil. So listen, every time it goes up $1, look at how much money I'm going to make.
218,000.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Earl, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you well.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. That's a blessing. I thank God first, because he's my all in all. But through you, his messenger, I thank you. Because you just gave, I don't know if everybody else don't know what they just got, but I'm thanking my Lord first. Thank you, Lord.
Well,
And now I thank you, my brother.
Well, I only do what I do because of him. So, because I got tired of telling y'all. I got tired of telling y'all to do this. I've been doing it for 6 years, and I get tired of trying to tell people how they're being raped. And the Lord told me, I put it in the chat room. He said, now I gave you want to know what your life purpose was, and you prayed for it. You prayed to understand it. And I told you what I created you for, to help other people prosper financially. So you want to know, and now I revealed it to you. He said, now you pray for wisdom, I'm gonna give you my wisdom. It's not just my wisdom I prayed for his wisdom. So I prayed for it, and when I gave you the 3 prophets of $1, that did not come from me. Did y'all understand what I just said?
Yes.
That didn't. That is not of Earl Dixon. That came straight from the Lord himself.
They give him glory.
Hey, so when I prayed for it, he gave it to me. Now he told me, I said, Lord, I said, you don't show me how to take this money and grow this money. I said, I'm trying to teach it to your people. I said, but they're not listening. I said, I've been walking up down my street with my cell phone, doing Facebook Lives, trying to teach people how to take money out of dumb money and put it in Bitcoin, but they ain't live. This 6 years, it took me, I've been doing it 6 years. And he said, you know what? I said, what, Lord? He said, I never told you it's gonna be easy. He said, think about Noah. I said, what about Noah? He said, I told him to build a boat. I told him the flood was coming. He said, even his family didn't believe it. And they saw him building the boat every day. He said, now, after they saw him building the boat and the boat was done, people still walked by the boat and then get on the boat. He says, so what makes you think that your job gonna be any easier than yours? I said, well, I understand what you're saying. So the Lord told me, he said, now you're gonna face me one day. You're gonna either say one or two things. He's gonna say, well done, good and faithful servant, well done, or wait for me, for I know you not. So I'm gonna do my job as long as I breathe. I'm gonna do my job. But when I get in my bed at night, that reserved coins belong to y'all. Bitcoin belong to y'all. Because if I don't wake up tomorrow, I can't do nothing with none of that stuff. My goal is to give you what he's given me, and you got to teach it. Like I told you, it's like the 12 disciples. You got to take this knowledge and share this knowledge, God. Listen, I don't know. I don't know when he's gonna take me. But we got to teach our babies, God. I was your child. They didn't teach my mom. My mama don't know about stocks, bonds, mutual funds, index funds, hedge funds, derivatives, commodities, futures, options. My mama went to regular school and then she went night school at night. And the only thing they were taught from slavery to now is that we need a education. They never told us that not only do you need education, you need to educate yourself about money, how money works. They didn't tell us that. So when your parent is pushing you to get an education, but what your parent don't know or didn't know is they took the financial education out of the school system. And all of us have been through there. Saying you only seen that video. You didn't get that from college. You got that video where they make 3,333 on your money. You got that from me. And I'm not a professor. I'm not a school teacher that has a doctorate degree. I'm a student of the Lord. Okay. And I'm the one who showed you that video. I don't care how many years of education you've done. I did 18 years. I did first through 12th grade, and I did 6 years in college. And they never taught me about fractional reserve banking, where the bank was taking my life, not just my money. Forget about my money. When I trade my life, my time, Monday morning when I walk out this front door, when I report to a job, I'm trading my life for that dollar. And when I get that dollar, that is the seed from my time on this earth. And when I get my seed, they never taught me where to put my seed. They took my seed and they leveraged my seed. And then they tell me that I got a bad credit score and that they can't give me money off of my own money. Every person who have ever put $100 in the bank should be able to get a signature loan for at least $3,000 because they make $3,000 off of every 100. Why can't you go to the bank and at least get a signature loan for $3,000 on your name? They've been robbing us and they still robbing us. Until you take back control of your finances and tell the banks that you're not gonna let them do it to you, you're not gonna let them rape you no more. You are enabling your rapist. So if you leave your money in the bank, you are enabling your raping. They're gonna keep raping you. And now we at 0% interest rate. Do you know what it means with 0% interest rates? That means that you don't even get the 0.6% that you used to get no more. There is no profit for you. That means now you pay the bank. You pay the bank fees just for holding on to your money. And then you pay them and they're making $3,000 off of your money. You still gonna pay them crooks?
Hey, Earl on Trust Wallet. I went to my Trust Wallet. I didn't see those coins. How
Yeah,
do you get to them?
what you're gonna have to do on Trust Wallet, I'm gonna do another class for y'all.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do a class just for Trust Wallet. You got to be able to add that coin to your wallet. In order to add that coin to your wallet, it's an ER20 token. You got to know the contract number on the blockchain. You got to know the decimal point, and you got to name that coin and add it to your Trust Wallet. And when you do that, you can start buying those coins, sending them over there. So when I told you I pray for that wisdom, God gave me that wisdom.
Is that
Yeah.
the only wallet we can buy it on? Is Trust Wallet? Is that the only one we can buy it on? Is Trust Wallet?
No, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it on Trust Wallet. Well, let me tell you what I'm doing. Listen, I'm taking the fruit. I'm sending the fruit to Trust Wallet. Oh, let me show y'all how I do that. Let me show you how I do that real quick. Let me show you how I do it. Let me show you how I do it. So watch this. I'm just gonna show you how I do it in case God take me away from here. All right, so you go to this screen share. All right, so now what you do, go to the Trust Wallet. Now, there's something called Uniswap. Uniswap is what we call a decentralized exchange. A decentralized exchange is an exchange where people provide liquidity to that exchange. That exchange is like a credit union. A decentralized exchange is like a credit union. It's owned by the members. So when you go to when you come to the Trust Wallet, when you click on dApps down the bottom, you have the ability to go to what we call a decentralized exchange, like a credit union. And the people of the community, they provide liquid assets like their Tron, the Ethereum, any coin that you can get. Let me show you. I'm going over so you'll see what I'm talking about. So this is what you call Uniswap. Y'all see, you see where it says Uniswap?
No.
Right there,
Yeah,
the unicorn.
yeah.
That's Uniswap. That's what you call that's not like, it's like Binance, it's like Coinbase, but it's not owned by a company, it's owned by the people. It's like a co-op at a grocery store. This exchange is owned by the people who bring their money over here. And when you bring your money over here for the exchange itself, Uniswap exchange gets its liquidity. When I buy the RSV tokens, it's somebody who will put money, the RSV tokens over here so I can buy them. You understand that? Now,
Yes.
because they provide liquidity, they give them dividends for putting their coins over. They pay them with the USWAP coin. And when they pay them with the USWAP coin grows just like the Bitcoin grows. So when they provide the liquidity to this bank, when they put the money in the bank, which is called USWAP,
Okay.
when they put the liquidity here, that means they supply it with the coins that I will need to swap for. They get the Uniswap coin, which is that unicorn. They get that coin, and every time a person make an exchange, they charge fees over here. And every time there are fees, guess where the fees go to? The people who provide liquidity to the bank.
Oh.
Yeah. So now, when I get I use Ethereum. I take that USDT, I swap it to Ethereum in my crypto.com. I swap the USDT to Ethereum, and I move the Ethereum over here to my Trust Wallet. When Ethereum get to my Trust Wallet, I take the Ethereum and I come over here and I switch it. Watch this. So let's say, for instance, I have one Ethereum, right? And I need to tell it what coin I want to swap it for. It's RSR. I choose RXR. Look at how many for one Ethereum, which is $732. Look at how many coins it's gonna give me. 26,285 RSR coins.
Wow.
So y'all see how I'm leveraging my money? You see how I'm doing?
But Ethereum, but Ethereum is cheaper than Bitcoin, so it's going to give you more coins.
Well, no, Ethereum is cheaper than Bitcoin, but
That's what I said.
Yeah, but Ethereum is an own coin by itself. So one Ethereum coin is set. So if I have one, let me show you the price of Ethereum. Watch this. So the price of Ethereum, let's go to it. So when I bring $1,300 over here, it's going to be 700 plus 600. Okay, so it's like 1.8 Ethereum coins. Okay, so now let me go to the price of Ethereum right quick. Ethereum. Let me go to Ether. So when I'm swapping my coin, my money into USDT, it's sitting stable. I ain't got to worry about it going, because I'm talking to y'all right now. So it's sitting stable in that wallet. But once I get off the phone, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put that 1,300 to work.
Mm-hmm.
Those are employees, they work for me. Okay. Most people leave their house and go to their job on Monday, but I'm going to that job to get money to buy crypto with.
Right.
That's
Now,
all right, Earl.
yeah, but I'm getting more employees on this side because they've been raping me on the other side. Look, they can't stop me now. I'm totally converted. I've been totally converted. I take dumb money. I take dumb money and I turn it into smart money.
Behind you.
Yeah. Yeah, they ain't never doing that to me no more. They ain't never doing that to me no more. Them days is over. My rapists would never rape me again. Only time I put money in the bank now is when I pay a bill. Let me put in Ethereum. There you go. Now, here's Ethereum. Now, Ethereum is $765. So now the price of the RSR coin, watch this. So you'll see. They got RSR on coin market cap. So I'm gonna look up RSR. So the price of the coin, RSR, right here, right, reserve rights coin, right? The price of the coin, listen, this coin the other day when I first bought it was at 1.6 cents. When I started buying these coins, it was at 1.6. They have doubled. My money has doubled.
Whoa.
Because it's at 2.8. That means that money has doubled. My fruit while it was sitting, because I was putting it here, has doubled. Just today alone, how much is it up today? 17% today. Okay, so now I know that this coin gonna hit $1. So when I'm getting this fruit off of Bitcoin, I'm buying these coins because every coin I buy is gonna be $1 soon over here. So I got 218,000 of those coins, and it only cost me $6 grand off of Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin money, Bitcoin profits. So $6,000 in Bitcoin profits have bought me. Go back over and look. But when I bring that 1,300, so watch this right here. So let me show you. So that 1,300, let's go back and look. So now, let's say that was 1,400 because it's 762. Let's just say there was two Ethereum coins. So I will go here and I will put in there. Now watch the power of this. I can leave 1,300 in USDT, or I can bring it over here and convert it into the RSR coin so that coin can grow until it hit $1. Now, let's say I bought 2 Ethereum right now, right? 2 Ethereum, and I switch it 2 Ethereum into RSR. How many coins am I going to get?
52,948.
That means every time the coin go, listen, that put me in a position, that 1,300 in profit put me in a position where every time that coin, now I'm buying these coins with me, every time it go up $1, I'm gonna make I'm gonna make $52,948 off of that 1,300 every time it goes up $1.
So we can get those on Trust Wallet.
You're gonna have to have trust. You can bring. I'm gonna show you how to set up this coin in your Trust Wallet. Everybody need a Trust Wallet. They download Trust Wallet to your phone. You need to download Trust Wallet. When we download Trust Wallet, I'll show you how to add the coin. VeChain can easily look at that. VeChain can easily hit. Let me look at that. Ooh, did you see that? VeChain. Hold on. Let's see. VeChain can easily hit. Let's see.
I saw it.
It said VeChain can easily hit 10x right here. Watch this right here. This is another coin that I invest in right here.
Want to know where to invest $1,000 right now? Hi, Rex Moore with the Motley Fool, and if you know us,
Why this coin is my favorite coin.
1%.
Stop right there. And it says VeChain can easily 100x in 2021. Then I'm telling you, this VeChain coin is gonna hit $1 in 2021. I own 600,000 of those coins. So when that coin hit $1, I'm gonna make $600,000. And every time it goes up $1, I'm gonna make 600,000. That's a different coin than the RSR coin.
Right.
You see that? So, so guys, this once you get in this space, the information that's coming at you, you just got to listen to somebody who know what they're doing. Okay, so that just came across my screen. So I've been putting my Bitcoin profits over here, as well as putting my Bitcoin profits in RSR. This one coin right here is gonna hit $1 in 2021 with no time. It's at 100x. All I need to do is get to $1. If this coin go to $1,
is that 100,000?
Well, the price of the coin right now is probably, let's see the price of the coin, 100x. So that's it's gonna be about $1 because it's probably like
0.6. 0.019.
Yeah, so that's gonna be $1. That's $1. So if
Yeah.
it hit that, if it goes up 100 times, that means I'm gonna be a free man.
You already free.
I am in the Lord. I'm already free in the Lord. But as far as man's standard to be able to travel the world and to go when I want to go and come when I want to come, and money is not an issue, I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna go anywhere I want to go and see what God has created. That's my goal. In my last years is to travel the world and look at everything that He have created that's beautiful, and even some of the stuff that's not. So I can appreciate the stuff that's not beautiful. So when I see the beauty, I understand the beauty of what He has created. So that's where I'm going. So let's talk about the wallet. That's all I'm gonna give you today. I gotta go. Now, you gotta go to the App Store. For the people who stayed on this long, y'all been a long time. You go to the App Store and you want to download the Trust Wallet. Look just like this. Wait a minute. You see that little circle right there with that shield?
Wait a minute, where you went? I lost you.
Hold on, I got you.
Okay.
So the Trust Wallet is this right here. You got to go to the App Store and download that into your phone. Y'all see that?
I've got the Trust Wallet.
Right. So you got the Trust Wallet. You got to have that. If you're going to do what I'm doing and take them profits and move them profits so they can grow. Now, don't get me wrong. By stabilizing your profits in Bitcoin and then taking the USDT and moving it over to Bitcoin so you can have more Bitcoin, so there's more seed to produce more feet. That's a good system. But what I'm doing, I'm putting the profit into another, instead of putting in a stable coin, I'm putting it into another coin that grows, and then I can take money from here and buy more Bitcoin too, so that my Bitcoin can be more seed to produce more fruit too. Y'all with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm satisfied with having, I got more Bitcoin in other places too, but I only trade on that 11,000 balance. Okay. So I use that as a way to use the fruit to get more coins, because the ultimate goal is to have as much Bitcoin as you can, even off your fruit. So now watch this, what I'm saying. So now let's assume that I make that 200,000, because by the time I get finished today, I'm gonna get that 200,000 coins is gonna be, I'm gonna get 52 more thousand of those coins. So 52 more thousand of those coins. Look back to the Trust Wallet. Right. So go out to Trust Wallet. So currently I have 218,000 coins. So by the time I finish the day, it's gonna be 270,000 coins. So that means every time that coin go up $1, make $270,000. So now, if I'm making $270,000 a day, how much Bitcoin can I buy? Woo!
A whole bunch.
Rest my case. I rest my case. I rest my case.
You dropped the mic.
So was this work? Was this work? Did y'all learn anything?
It was worth me missing work.
Yes.
I said, forget that. Fiat today. Let's go where the real money is.
Wow. Wow. Well, I hope y'all got something now. In the next class we do, I'm gonna just do a private with you guys tomorrow, Sunday. I will spend, if you want to learn how to add that coin tomorrow, I will set a time in the chat room where I will meet tomorrow just to show you how to purchase, how to send you turn, when you want that coin, instead of you swapping it to USDT, you swap it to Ethereum, you move the Ethereum to your Trust Wallet, and you buy those coins with Ethereum. Got me?
Got you.
Yeah. So that's the only thing I do different. Okay. I swap it to USDT, and then I have to exchange now with the crypto.com, I have to sell it back to Bitcoin. And then I sell it back to Bitcoin, then I swap it for Ethereum, because it won't let me take USDT and go straight to Ethereum. So in my crypto.com, I'm gonna take that 1,300, I'm gonna sell it back to Bitcoin, and then I'm gonna exchange the Bitcoin for what? Ethereum, and I'm gonna move the Ethereum over here. So it might cost me $30 to move to 1329, but when they get over here, it was well worth to spend 30 to make 52,000 coins. That's gonna be $1 a piece. Making sense? Making sense?
Yeah.
Cost of doing business. Cost of doing business. So for everybody that was here, I gave you a secret. Do me a favor. Go do your research on RSR on YouTube and Google, and you're gonna be surprised about what your eyes see. That's a well-kept secret that most people, only the millionaires know that coin exists right now. Alex, where you at, Alex? Unmute yourself, bro. You've been here a long time, Alex. Unmute yourself.
Oh, you said research
Yes,
it on
yes.
where? On Google and what else?
Go to Google and go to Google and put in reserve token. Okay. Wait, watch this. Let me show you. Alex, I want to talk to you, Alex. I'm gonna show you how to Google it. Watch this.
Okay.
Go to screen. Go to screen. And you're gonna put in what is reserve token. And then when you find out what reserve token is, you got to look at the people who back in this coin. That's what's gonna make this coin be what it is. Reserve coin. RESERVE. So coin. Reserve coin. Let's see token. Let's put token. Yeah, token. What is reserve rights token? Now, there's two coins. They got the stable coin, which is the R. It's going to be the RVR. That's not the one you want. That's the stable coin. You want the governance coin, which goes up like you've seen it going for me. That coin don't remain stable. The RSR fluctuates like Bitcoin. That's the one we got. We getting the reserve rights token. Okay, now see it right there. See it? See it? It says the reserve rights token, a cryptocurrency used to facilitate the stability of the reserve token. So that's the governance token where they pay rewards to the RSR, which is the one that I'm telling you to get whenever countries around the world start using this reserve token. Instead of using USDT, they're gonna be using what? Reserve. And when they start using reserve, because the millionaire is going to show the world why they need this instead of USDT. And when they start showing the world, we're going to let them do their job. But when they start using RSR, when they start using the RVR, the RSR is where we get our dividends for people using the other coin. They pay the dividends to this coin. Y'all got me? Okay. So that coin is where the dividends come. So millions of people around the world, it's like Binance, right? Binance coin went from 3 cents to $30 a coin. Man, do you know how much money I have if this coin right here hit $30 a coin times 270,000? That's because I understand that this is the Binance coin of this blockchain. That's what's going to happen to me and to you too if you jump in the pool with me. Got me?
Got it.
All right, now, so what you do, look what it says. Look what it says. It says, collateral tokens are assets held by the reserve smart contract. In order to back the value of reserve tokens, similar to when the U.S. government used U.S. dollars with gold. So this reserve token is going to be a token to back the U.S. dollar in the digital currency world. Because for every coin that every coin that's issued is going to be backed by a dollar with the US dollar. So this is going to be gold for us. Okay. All right. Now I'm going. So study that. Look at everything you can on reserve rights token and the globe and the stable coin so you will know what you got your hands on. All right. And I'll meet y'all here tomorrow. I'm probably gonna do it for you. Let's do that tomorrow night, guys. Let's do that around 7 o'clock, okay?
That sounds good.
Yeah, around 7 o'clock. All right, guys, I gotta go. I love y'all.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, have a good night. God bless.
You.
Good night. Good night, all. God bless you. God bless you all.
Oh yeah. Oh, Alex, I didn't forget about you. I forgot about you. Alex, did you see how the people in India? Do you see what you got to share with them now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I've been sharing. I've been sharing
Okay, so that reserve rights token is something that you also need to expose to them as they get
Yes,
their
I
fruit.
will certainly do.
Yeah, as they get their fruit, as they earn their fruit off of Bitcoin, have them to start buying some of the reserve right token. We're gonna free some people. I'm coming to your nation. If you work with me, you're gonna help me get to India.
Yes, definitely. You're most welcome. Most welcome. Most
Awesome.
welcome.
All right, so we got to build a
Most
team
welcome.
together. We got to build a team together. And
Yes, absolutely.
yeah, my
Absolutely.
goal is to travel the world and see the goodness of God by helping people. So
Yes, absolutely.
if you want the people in India to really benefit from my knowledge, you got to work with me to get me there, bro.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everyone is excited for the Bitlocity program. Everyone is signing up daily.
Awesome.
And they are really interested, and they're really entering this crypto world.
Awesome. So what I need you
Very
to do,
enthusiastically.
I'm gonna need you to duplicate the Financial Literacy Institute in India. So
Yes, I'll do that. I'm
yeah,
doing it. I'm doing it.
yeah, I'm gonna need you to be the facilitator in India. Nandutu is a facilitator in Uganda. I'm creating my digital currency institute in the United States of America. So we're duplicating the Financial Literacy Institute in my name around the world with co-owners. Okay, with co-owners.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Our goal is to have every student that have went to a university to come to the institute to take a class to learn how to pay for their college tuition while they're in college, to learn that they can make money while they're in school. They don't have to wait until they're out of school. We want to be able to start teaching children at least at the age of 6 about cryptocurrency.
That's really a big thing for everyone. That's really a big thing for everyone.
And the institute will do that. Okay, Blur. So
Yes,
guys, so
yes, sir.
as
Yes,
you
sir.
see, guys,
Thank you.
thank you, Alec. This is not just about me. Okay, this is about helping people around the world, and it's happening. It's happening. It's manifesting right before your eyes. So
right.
Together we can change the world. We can't do it by ourselves. It take global collaboration of relationship. People trust each other. People know each other. People love each other. And now that we know, we got to teach the people that we know so they can do better. All right, I'm going now. If God willing, I'll see y'all tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right,
Stay
brother.
safe. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless. Have a good night, everybody.